we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station. Time.
Cross your legs, honey. Let's get out of this inning.
Hahn.
I didn't know you were a screamer.
And Rosenberg.
Happy Jewish New Year, not Newish Jew Year.
This isn't North Dakota. This is New York.
This is Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
The best threesome I've ever heard.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
3 o'clock in the big city.
Wow.
Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg on a Wednesday. After the Knicks take a 3-2 series lead. How's everybody doing? Feel better now?
Who was nervous?
Feel better now.
Who was nervous?
No one was nervous.
Was there any moment during the game where there was like, I don't know.
Wasn't there someone on our show yesterday who said it's going to be a laugher?
Oh, the caller said they're going to get killed.
No.
Somebody on the show.
So on this show.
Put money down.
Put money down and said it's going to be a laugher.
6.5.
Enjoy yourself.
That's not even close.
Enjoy yourself.
Peter's on a bit of a toot here.
The little
he is.
On a toot.
Yeah, he's on a heater.
I'm $1,000 richer for it, too. Thank you, Knickerbockers.
Do you know what the point differential now is in this series?
It was 25 going in.
Correct.
What'd they finish?
And they won by, what was it, 126?
I think it was 29.
So that's like 53 or something?
54.
Yeah, to you and me.
54.
Again, this isn't soccer. There isn't aggregate scoring.
But it's more of the mind-blowing, and yet it's 3-2.
This is why sports is the ultimate soap opera. Because on Friday, we're legit concerned. Right?
Yeah.
Like Friday, we did that show like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
They're down 2-1.
Yep. Playing with their food.
And there was a moment where we were like, yeah, this is why this team's not winning a championship.
Mm-hmm.
You know, teams that are going to win championships don't have games like that, don't fall down 2-1 in a series like this, and they have not lost since. And in both games were laughers, especially last night, and now you feel so much better. Really? So
you know what it was last night was what we were looking for. First of all, beginning of the game, right? The start, right? That like I said to you, we'll know early what's going on.
That was a major theme of yesterday's
show. And right
show.
out of the gate, you saw they were just absolutely just bringing it. And I really think we don't talk enough about what they've done defensively. I gave Quinn Snyder a lot of credit after the first 3 games. I've got to tip my cap to Mike Brown. And because, it's the, game 1 is let's see what each team is about. Now we make adjustments. And then the chess match begins. And that's when you have to feel like what Mike Brown and his coaching staff has done since that game 3, along with an attitude adjustment, was a couple of things that they did. But you wanted to see the carryover of Towns and his role as the hub in the offense. And that's what you saw. The Hawks tried something new against it. Didn't work. They were left with what do we do now? And then once they started saying, okay, Towns is out of the game, let's go back to doing what we're doing against Brunson, they had a new wrinkle for Brunson. And now all of a sudden you're going, how's Brunson getting all these one-on-ones?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Brunson played faster. And now he had the typical Brunson game where he blows everybody away. And the game, he shuts it down. And that was the most remarkable thing of the night was watching Brunson go into Mo Rivera mode, where that game ended in a blur of just a flurry of him dancing around defenders. His footwork was unreal. And the display he put on as a singular talent was to remind everybody, is Jalen Brunson told the league, the haters, and the Hawks, there's nobody on the floor better than me. And that's what he did in that moment.
And to defend our negativity on Friday, now listen, they were down 2-1. So it is what it is. But we never said the Hawks were better. That's what made it so frustrating, is because the Knicks dropped 2 games they should have never dropped.
Right.
Because it's on them. And that's what the Hawks are realizing here through 5 games is we can't beat the Knicks unless the Knicks beat themselves. And if the Knicks take care of their chicken, as one great running back used to say.
Protect your chicken.
Then they're fine. Now, does that mean they're fine against the Celtics or the Thunder and the no? It's a different set of circumstances. But in this first round, they're the better team, and if they take care of their business, the Hawks shouldn't be able to touch them. It's just that every once in a while, that's why I'm kind of curious to see what happens on Thursday, because now it's back to ball in your court. You're dominant. You're winning this series. And do they play with their food again and let Atlanta back into the series? But that's the only way Atlanta gets back in, because they just don't have the personnel. They don't have the talent to match the Knicks. The only way there is a Game 7 on Saturday, or the Knicks put themselves in a position to, God forbid, lose this series, it would be because of them, not because of Atlanta.
Yeah, self-inflicted wounds.
I would think that's right, yeah.
Yeah.
There's not the talent discrepancy is too big.
You can see, and especially the mismatch that you have with Karl Anthony Towns. They just don't have an answer for him at all. And accepting him now as a main, like, there's a part of you that wonders, why did they wait so long to do this in the offense? Right?
You mean overall in the series or just overall the season?
Both.
Well, they were probably, were they hiding it? Were they?
They couldn't have been hiding it. Look, they had a top 3 offense in the league this year. It's not like they were struggling, but this wrinkle that we are seeing, and it's evolving. If you watch, again, I'm a maniacal viewer because I have to be.
Sure.
But the options that you saw from Game 4 turned into more options in Game 5 based off of what the Hawks did. It's like they already had counters that they weren't even showing in Game 4. They were trying to blitz that little Brunson OG screen. So they tried to jump it and try to create a steal. And all that happened was confusion, which one of them slipped and got open. But Towns being aggressive, and anytime he was in a one-on-one, he had a green light to drive. They had no way to defend that. They tried to put Daniels on him, Dyson Daniels, a smaller player who could be physical with him. And Towns laughed at it and posted him up and made easy layups. And the Garden went crazy. Somebody said this, and I might have been Winthrop. The transformation, think about this, guys. And, Peter, I know you were there, so you heard it. The transformation of Karl Anthony Towns for how fans viewed him, Knicks fans, and how frustrated some fans were with him. And then you see last night, every time he touched the ball, what did it sound like?
Oh, it's a different world.
There was an anticipation sound in the building because he had the ball. And they were waiting to see.
They were waiting to cheer again.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And he had another 6-assist performance. But that's exactly what I think John was talking about, how he went from what, I wouldn't say pariah, but certainly a star player that the fans had a hard time embracing because of his inconsistency. He has now become a hero in that building. And you heard it last night in Game 5 when he was coming up with big play after big play and leading the Knicks to a resounding win that puts them now in control of this series again, up 3-2.
And again, and it's really happened all season, I guess with the exception of Tatum coming back for Boston, where things kind of break the Knicks' way again. Celtics lost.
Who saw that coming?
And now they've got to play Game 6, and now everything's even. So if the Knicks take care of business on Thursday, Celtics take care of business on Thursday, let's go.
Yeah.
All even, right? Play the same amount of games in the first round, no advantage either way. That's why you don't want to mess around on Thursday. Get it done, win the series. But the fact is
Celtics did you a favor by being absolutely awful.
But that's
couldn't
a huge
make
break.
a shot.
Their worst game of 2026,
in
Brad.
the fourth quarter, everyone not named Sam Hauser was 1 for 19 on that team.
That's you know what they call that?
Are you kidding me?
They call that a Starks.
But
those are the numbers, right?
No, it wasn't. But
no,
was 1 for 19.
It was 2 for 18. But we don't need to. But we didn't need to do that.
We're just having fun, man.
It's not fun for me. It's a bad memory, man. That's a really bad memory.
By the way, what did Hauser do?
Yeah, he was might have been 2 for 7 or whatever. Mm-hmm. But what I had, of course, watched that game back. It was quite a night for me, fellas. When it got to the hotel after the game, and the first thing I had to do was watch back Sixers because it was such a great game. And I'm watching the second half, and it's amazing. You know what Joel Embiid and the Sixers have done, even if they don't win this series? They just showed the Knicks, oh, this is all you got to do. And that's the Karl Anthony Towns part. Kata can't guard Embiid, got into foul trouble. Vucevic too slow, couldn't guard him either. And Embiid just went crazy in the second half because he just was in the paint and they couldn't deal with him. So now you've got to think about the matchup in a different way. because of the way the Knicks are playing their offense right now, is what's Boston going to do with him? They don't have enough size and physicality for him. Vucevic is big, but he's not fast. Keita is athletic and long, but he's not strong enough to deal with Towns. It does create an element of, yes, I know, we got to get there first. But now it creates that intrigue of, wait a second, this series might be a 51-49 kind of deal.
So you're telling me that there's reasons to believe.
There are reasons to believe that.
And there are a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Lease a new 2026 Mazda CX-30 2.5S all-wheel drive for $219 for 36 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for details. VIN TM133469. MSRP $28,065. Zero security deposit ends 4/30/26. We're keeping an eye on the the Yankees and the Rangers. That game is scoreless in the bottom of the second inning. But Elmer Rodriguez making his debut for the Yankees, and so far so good. He's got a couple of runners on in the second inning, but getting a chance to pitch, and the Yankees trying to show off their depth.
2 walks in the first.
Their starting rotation.
He's nervous, probably.
Yeah, I'm sure he's got a little bit of nerves.
Control issues.
Yankees again, home runs. Judge in the lineup. He's DHing, but he homered last night. 17th time he has had a streak of 3 or more plus games with a home run.
Is that good? That's pretty good, right?
I'm just telling you right now, we're not going to do a lot of Yankees because we're not going to go up against
they're
the
playing,
game.
yeah.
But this is going to be a season where you just kick up your shoes and just enjoy. Luxuriate in how good your team is, and then we'll see come playoff time what they're going to be able to do. Because the American League is not very good. The Yankees are one of the best teams in baseball and clearly the best team in the American League. And they're taking care of business. And they're showing something that they haven't shown in forever.
TCB. You and me.
Depth in the starting rotation, and it's only going to get better.
Only going to get
Cole
better.
and Rodon come back. But again, from a win standpoint, how much better can it really be? Because the guys that are being taken out of the rotation when they come back are still winning. So it might not mean more wins, but what it could do is just mean you'll have a better shot once you get to the postseason. Because the other teams that are above 500, like the Tigers, like the A's, the Yankees did struggle against. So once you get to the postseason, you'll have stiffer competition. But fact is they can kind of relax, and it should be a fun season. I wonder what Yankee fans will complain about. Remember, it was Gallo a couple of years ago. Will be just is it going to be the summer of McMahon?
It's going to be McMahon.
You're 117,000 games above 500, but did you see that error McMahon made?
But
he's over his last 6, Peter.
But George Lombard, they've moved him up to AAA. Why don't we call him up? Why don't we call him up?
He's in Scranton.
Call the kid up. Why don't you bring him up?
Like I said, when they were complaining about Gallo, when the rubber hits the road, he's not going to be here. And if McMahon continues to struggle, when the rubber hits the road, he won't be here.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, let it play out. That you got to let play out. But enjoy Rice. Enjoy what Rice has become is great.
Well, no,
Judge we know already.
Wells homered last night. I mean, listen, they're really good. They are really good teams. I mean, you're going to win the World Series? We're not going to find out until October. But it could be just a fun summer of watching them play. Mets get back on track. They get a big inning, win 8-0. Juan Soto already talking championship. We'll get into that a little bit later on. I'm curating a list.
Any hints?
I'm curious about this list.
Yeah, I'm a little curious too.
Well, the hint I'll give you, it's his birthday today.
Well, we heard of there's like 8 birthdays.
Well, there you go. We got a 1 in 8 chance.
It's his birthday today.
You're not going to think unless you look it up.
Am I going to enjoy the list?
Because you don't run in his circles.
Oh.
Well, you know who he is, and you'll have opinions on it. But you don't run in his circles.
You do?
More than you.
Wow.
Does Alan?
I don't know. I never asked him.
I don't run in a lot of circles now.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm not a big circle runner.
I don't even understand what he's saying right now. Like, I don't get where we're going.
I'm trying to figure it out. I remember some of the names. I'm trying to figure
it's
out.
just another way. Just like it's not in your wheelhouse.
Oh, okay.
All right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what's it related to?
Movies.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
okay.
It's a birthday of an actor.
Okay.
Maybe.
Uh-huh.
A director, perhaps.
All right.
Could be.
Producer, maybe?
TSA? PTA? Paul Thomas Anderson?
No. That'd be a good one. You got to find out what his birthday is. I can do that list. That'd be a nice list. Don't Listen, we got till 4:30. Let's not.
I'm watching a show with Michelle Pfeiffer right now, by the way.
It's her birthday today.
Really?
Amazing birthday.
I was actually thinking of maybe, but I just didn't have enough info.
Oh, come on. There's plenty of.
She's
What do I got? I got the Coolio video, and then you got what else?
What?
Well, the movie.
Scarface.
There's a movie that comes with the Coolio video, Dangerous Minds.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Oh,
I saw the video though.
I like it.
Stupid.
That's a good movie.
Really dumb video.
And the movie's pretty dumb too. I mean, if you go back, I mean, like it's
well, I
just
guess the video honored the movie.
it's the song sucks. It's Stevie shouldn't have cleared it.
And he's no longer with us either, right?
No,
What happened there? Do you remember?
no, I don't remember what happened. But I always tell the same story that when Coolio was promoting Surreal Life or whatever thing he was promoting, we did an interview with him on Hot 97, and Syph and I were probably being, I'll be honest, we were probably being dismissive East Coast snob when talking to him.
Oh,
There's probably some
really?
level of mockery in the kind of like, oh, okay, Coolio. It might have been.
Really? That's not nice.
Well, Coolio's not very. I mean, Coolio is from a rap standpoint. While he had like some upside, he wasn't like super highly regarded. So like he's a bit of a punchline, unfortunately, as an artist.
Oh wow, I didn't even know that.
I'm sure. But really, take a look. Based on look, the video you just referenced.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think?
Well,
they treat him like he's one of the
My
greatest
only
of all
other
time.
opinion.
Fantastic Voyage.
The only
Love
other
it. Better
opinion
than
I
the
ever had on Coolio was that he went after Weird Al Yankovic for the Amish Paradise.
Yeah.
Which already shows maybe you're taking yourself too seriously.
And also, and the thing that I remember is when he won his Grammy for that song, they're asking him about Weird Al's, and he's like, no, we don't go for that. And him and whoever his partner was, they're polishing the Grammy as they're talking. They had towels out, and they were just polishing the Grammy. And it just looked so, like he was Tullio. Instead of Coolio,
He was Tullio.
He
Well, there
was
you go.
Tullio.
And now,
All right, so your read isn't off. So when Syph and I didn't know the man, so God bless him, but
Right.
he, and then he went on, did a lot of reality TV, like they used to treat the rap Grammy like such a joke. They have good rappers nominated, but they always would give it to like the
pop
most
guy.
the most pop thing.
pop star guy. Yeah.
And
he was a big deal when they won that Grammy, like as far as like being known.
so yeah, of course. So Coolio, we finished the interview about whatever it was, and then we end the interview, and we're still connected, but it was like a radio tour. So he's waiting for the next thing.
Oh.
And as it's over and we're still listening, we hear him like, I'll go to New York right now and stab an MFer. Like talking about us.
Okay.
I was like, I think Coolio just threatened to stab us. I think he wanted to stab us at the end of the
Is that
interview.
like a badge of honor?
No, it'd be wanted to be,
Coolio wants to kill me.
yeah, once was wanted dead by Coolio.
Also shows you the time. Nobody ever says stab you anymore.
Yeah, no,
You know what I mean?
But I remember
That's
it
not a
distinctly.
knife.
Wow, and then he goes full Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah. Well, because like again, you're getting like that's him a guy trying to mug him in New York City, and it's like with a pocket knife. Who does that?
Oh, that's what the line's from?
Yeah.
Isn't it funny?
You never saw it?
Yeah. He goes,
I've never seen
He
Crocodile
goes, you got
Dundee.
a cigarette, and then he's like, and now give me your wallet, and he pulls out like this switchblade, like of course he pulls out the gigantic knife. That's not a knife.
Now this is a knife.
This is a knife.
Isn't it funny? That's
then
another list.
Then he slashes.
Famous lines from otherwise
From
culturally unremarkable movies.
That's a
like
good
no
one.
one really talks about Crocodile Dundee unless you're trying to like insult an Australian person,
And you usually just say that stuff.
or you're saying
That's a really
that's
good
not a knife.
list. And then the
I love
the
that
mugger's got one of those like Michael Jackson red leather jackets
Yes.
on, and then he slices
He
it
cuts
up.
the sleeve or
And then
whatever.
he runs off.
Yeah.
He's like, don't worry, they were just kids having fun.
Yeah, that's right. Just kids having fun.
But you got to think about that. Remarkable moments from unremarkable movies.
I like
Because
that.
people go, I remember that, but I don't really care about the movie.
I like that.
Yeah, there's probably or just if you wanted to broaden it a little bit, just lines that are bigger than the movie. Like there might be people that know the line, and then you tell them the movie.
But that happens.
They know
now.
the line but never saw the movie.
Right.
But that
exactly.
happens to even huge movies.
Yeah.
Because, like, for example,
Hasta la vista, baby.
Say Hello to My Little Friend.
Say hello to my
It's
little
probably
friend.
even more known than the movie. And the movie's huge.
Or than people who have actually seen it, but they'll use that line.
What's the biggest line from Godfather?
Leave the gun.
Take the
the
cannolis.
cannolis.
No, that's not the biggest one. There's
You don't
there's
think
more,
so?
No, I think there's a more generic one. that I'd be thinking of.
Sleeps with the fishes.
Yeah. Sleeping with the fishes.
There's a bunch of lines there. It's tough.
Look
But how about this?
what they have done with my boy.
How about this one? Go ahead. Make my day.
Yeah.
You know it's Dirty Harry, but which one of the Dirty Harry movies?
I've never seen any of them.
What about like this might be too obscure. Right Turn, Clyde?
No. What's that from?
That's an Eastwood. No one?
No. That one I don't know. I'm sorry.
Isn't it Any Which Way But Loose?
You guys are both. No offense. You guys are both idiots.
What happened?
And myself too, but I don't want to include myself.
No.
I just Googled what's the most famous line from The Godfather, and it gave me what I was looking for,
What
but
is that?
we didn't think of it.
It's going to be obvious.
I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
Yeah, make him an offer again. And it's used several times.
You can't refuse.
There's, like I said, there was so many.
He had an itch.
That was not my type, and more. When I throw out, there's so many.
Yeah.
Like they're just like I don't know which one to pick. There's thousands of them.
Anyways, it's a good thing to think about, but that's not what the list is today. We'll hear your list of 4:30.
Just like to put a bow on the Pfeiffer thing. 68.
No.
Oh, wait till you see her in this show.
Bring
So the
it.
character she plays on this Apple Plus show, I think it's called Margot's Got Money Problems.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Offerman, Michelle Pfeiffer,
Mhm.
Nicole Kidman.
Wow.
A lot of good people in it. She plays the mom of this woman who has a baby out of wedlock and needs to make money, and she goes on OnlyFans. She's the mom of that girl, and she her character is like, I'm only good at being pretty. Like that's all I've ever been. So she's playing a hot woman at 68, and Michelle Pfeiffer is pulling it off.
Can she do it?
Oh, she's pulling it off just fine.
It's believable.
Good
She's
for
still
her.
got it going. Yeah.
Good for her.
I'm not surprised.
Nicole Kidman, by the way, fine as well.
Not shocking.
And she's even older, right? Or is she about the same?
Nicole Kidman, I think right around
Younger.
this. No, younger.
Really?
I bet Nicole Kidman's almost 60. To Michelle Pfeiffer's almost, you said almost 70?
She's 58.
58 and
Oh, wow.
68. Yeah, they're
Kidman
wow.
58. Yep.
and Pfeiffer's 68.
I'll tell you what. Just looking at recent photos, Pfeiffer wins.
Well, because Nicole's done a lot. She's almost done. She's done too much. She's, in the words of Don, trying too hard.
Tell
bro.
me that doesn't give off a little bit of Grinch.
No, it's a
That's the
little
work.
Little
So it's the
bit
work.
of
That's the work that's going.
That's the work. They go crazy.
Sad.
Hollywood can't stop.
All right. But the Knicks aren't looking like Grinch.
No.
Quite opposite. Look like Santa Claus, like they're going to give us a chance here. 1-800-919-3776. A lot of people want to chime in about the Knicks. Got a list at 4:30. Ian and at 6. We're out of Dodge at 6:30 today for Mets Nationals on ESPN New York.
The Knicks.
Tonight in Game 5, they take a 3-2 series lead in the opening round with a 29-point win over the Atlanta Hawks.
The Hawks.
Their mindset was to come out and try to bully us and be physical, and they did that.
The NBA playoffs.
The toughest game to win is the one that ends someone's season, so we got to be super disciplined. We got to execute at the highest level.
Game 6 coverage gets underway tomorrow night at 6 on 880 and the ESPN New York app.
D'Agostino Law Bite Back. This is John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates, and I know how a serious accident can change your life just like that.
I'm Jenna D'Agostino, and I understand that with pain comes medical bills and time out of work. Let us get you justice.
This is John Ryan, the closer. For over 35 years, our family has been getting accident victims every dollar they deserve.
I started this firm for the injured so they can bite back against the insurance companies.
Our legacy is to get you justice. Bite back.
To get you paid, bite back.
At D'Agostino & Associates, bite back means fight back. When you're hurt and they blame you, we bite back and get you every dollar you deserve. We have offices throughout New York and New Jersey, so call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. 1-800-248-3222. I've been there, and I'll be there for you.
The New York City Department of Correction offers countless career opportunities, from specialized units to leadership roles that support public safety and change lives for the better. It starts with one step: registering for the New York City Correction Officer exam. Earn over $109,000 after just 5.5 years. Benefits on day one, job security, pension at any age after 22 years of service. Go to nyc.gov/joinDOC or search Join DOC. One career, many opportunities. Register today to take the test.
Partner with Amazon Hub Delivery to earn extra revenue for your business with your business. Assist with local Amazon deliveries and get paid for each package you deliver. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. You'll gain extra revenue, increase exposure for your business, and connect with your neighbors. Plus, it's easy to get started with no delivery experience, long-term contracts, or startup costs required. If you're interested in learning more, visit Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
The NBA playoffs are in full swing, and with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, your winnings get a boost every single day, all playoffs long. Bet player props, bet live, from the opening tip to the final possession. Every bucket, every dime, every clutch takeover matters. And DraftKings Sportsbook keeps boosting you all the way through. All DraftKings customers can enjoy a profit boost every single day throughout the playoffs. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code WHSQ to claim your profit boost. That's code WHSQ to get a boost every day of the NBA playoffs. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. 21 plus, New York only. Eligibility and restrictions apply. One profit boost per customer per day. NBA playoff bets only. Bet restrictions apply and vary when offered. Max bet and boost vary. Boost only applies to winnings and expires at the end of the last NBA game each day. See terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos.
Now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Hey there, guys. Good afternoon. Not going to be an easy ride getting around town. We've got the Royals visiting right now. King Charles over in Harlem. Definitely want to avoid the area of 135th and Lenox Avenue. Queen Camilla over at the New York Public Library. Plan for lots of gridlock there in Midtown. Belt shut down on the westbound side. It's a car fire blocking all lanes by Erskine Street in Brooklyn. Traffic is at a standstill there from JFK and Queens. Eastbound side, left lane out with the FDNY on the scene. You're crawling there from Flatbush Avenue. Inbound George, still have some road work on the upper deck. It'll run you about 5 to 10 minutes. Worst of it's the outbound side. Cross Bronx westbound, solid from White Plains Road on through. Outbound Lincoln and Holland tunnels are running about 15 to 20 minutes each. This report is sponsored by the New York City Department of Transportation. Speeding ruins lives. Drivers, watch out for pedestrians and cyclists and slow your turns to less than 5 miles an hour. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
In today's fast-moving job market, staying ahead means keeping your skills sharp. At University of Maryland Global Campus, we help keep your capabilities cutting edge with our skills-based education programs designed to move your career forward. Explore more than 135 degrees and certificates in business, cybersecurity, and more. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start May 13th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chef.
Mother's Day is coming, and you gotta show love to the mothers in your life. You know you gotta take care of mom. Plus, my wife just became a first-time mom. So yeah, Mother's Day matters, and you gotta get it right. That's why I'm sending flowers from the Books Company. Right now, get 25% off with code CANTY. Books flowers are cut fresh, so you get bigger, brighter blooms that last way longer. And it's easy. Pick the bouquet, the delivery date, and you're done. Mother's Day is May 10th, so don't wait. Go to Books.com, use code CANTY to get 25% off. That's BOUQS.com.
Oh, so this isn't considered good?
No.
It's not my thing. But I think, as limited as my knowledge is on hip-hop, I think I can determine what
you can tell
is
this
good
is
and
crap,
what's bad.
Can't you?
This,
even my mama told me that. I mean, bro, I'm sorry, this song sucks.
So Stephanie knows every word to this.
That's the problem.
No, and I can't stand it. But the reason why,
by the way, Natalie likes the movie. I had to explain to Natalie, this movie is crap. I'm sorry, it's not nuanced. It's terrible. It's the most basic.
Well, that was an era where we were doing these movies about white people going into
the white savior in the hood,
yeah.
and they make the kids in the hood look so basic and like it's just.
And then
everyone looks basic. Everyone is just a caricature of everyone. It's
sad.
It's a nightmare.
But the only reason
like
why she knows
school special.
Yes.
You know.
And in the 80s they did a better. Like I think the movie of The Vice Principal. Like there are better movies. Or what's the Morgan Freeman one? Principal?
No.
Oh,
they call me Batman. What is that?
Where he's Mean Joe Brown.
Because it was in Patterson. It was from East Side High School in Patterson.
It's based off a true story.
Yeah. Like that was the town.
It's one of Bart's favorite movies.
It's not Stand By Me. It's something.
Not Stand and Deliver either.
No, it's right.
No,
it's
not The Principal or no, that's John Belushi or something.
Yes.
No, yeah.
And then there's.
But even Stand and Deliver from the 80s, as cheesy as it is better than Dangerous Minds.
I guess.
Stand and Deliver. Hold on. That's the great Edward James Olmos to you and me. EJO.
I'm trying.
I still think his best
Tom
movie is
Berenger
Selena.
wasn't Tom Berenger the principal? Wasn't he right?
No,
Morgan
Freeman. Morgan Freeman.
No. I'm saying the movie. There was a movie. It wasn't Berenger like he was like either an ex-cop or something, and he went into a school, and it was an inner city school, and he just fought all the kids.
That's not.
What is that?
That's
Lean on Me.
Lean on
Me is Morgan Freeman.
That's Morgan Freeman.
Berenger, I believe you're thinking of The Substitute.
Yeah.
And what was the Nick Nolte one?
Hold on, let me.
Teachers.
Oh, this is
Teachers was Nick Nolte.
Hold on. Just the whole conversation.
Oh, this is such a strange book.
Not Stand and Deliver, and not what did you just say it was called again?
Lean on Me.
And not Lean on Me. That was big.
Lean on Me.
I mean, Lean on Me is where the song got big.
I didn't see the
big again.
That wasn't Lean on Me when the song got.
What song?
When they reissued it again.
When they reissued it, like not that much later, like 88, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it was remixed.
It's
big song from my childhood.
Wasn't it like
big.
Club Nouveau or something like that? Did I hit it?
You did.
Come on, man.
Lean on Me.
Yeah,
that was
not my
big.
favorite version.
No, it's really bastardized.
Yeah, it just destroyed it.
But it was so big when I was a kid.
No,
I mean,
it's
it's so gigantic. He's had enough.
Lean on Me was 89. Yeah, so he's done. He's
Used
out.
to call me Crazy Joe, but now they call me Batman. It's just the worst.
He's done. We got to go to call.
Fine.
I look over to Jacob. I go, you know what they're talking about? He goes, no. I'm like, all right, I think it's time to move on.
Well, listen, that's on you, honestly.
No.
This was a lot more compelling than you give it credit. I agree we should move on.
If Jacob's interested, I'm good. If he's out, then I'm done.
I love
it's
Jacob.
3:31.
I've seen Lean on Me. I love the song Lean on Me. Like I've sing it in my head.
And you're
all the
still
time.
done.
I'm still good.
And he's still good. All right, you know what? You've spoken.
You're not.
So I did the right thing, is what you're
We're
saying.
not wrong that we should move on, but you guys are not people I'm calling for a focus group, okay?
Well, I also said it in your ear. You didn't have to take it to the air if you didn't want to.
No, that's hard for us to tell the difference, though. We're old, Anthony.
Yeah, because you had the kind of snark that I think.
But now it's here, and now I'll be snarky. It's time to move on.
That you wanted more than just 3 people to hear.
Yeah, it's felt like.
Well, now and guess what? I got what I wanted.
There we go.
Sonny in Queens, you get it started here on Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. What's up? What's up? Sonny.
Hello?
Sonny. In Queens.
All right, Sonny.
It's always
not a great
sunny.
start, but I stand by.
Let's keep going. Let's just keep going.
Manny in Flushing, you're on ESPN New York.
Hey, guys. How y'all doing?
Good. You?
Yes. Oh, by the way, it's not just Michelle Pfeiffer's birthday. It's also Master P's birthday as well.
You say Master P?
Yes.
Oh,
yes, sir.
God bless. God bless Master P. Great basketball player, too.
Yeah, he's also a great entrepreneur, as well as his son, Romeo. I mean, you watch that show back in the 2000s on Nickelodeon, the Romeo show?
I didn't know that Romeo was a great entrepreneur as well.
Okay, so anyway, he also played ball at USC with DeMar DeRozan, too.
That I remember. No, Romeo could really play ball. That I remember.
Oh, yeah, I want to give a personal shout-out to Alan. You know, congrats of your daughter going to Malloy.
There we go.
Thank you.
That was cool.
Congratulations to you and your family.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, I want to discuss about the Knicks. Great win, especially against a great win because I really thought it was a game changer. I thought we were going to lose this game, but I mean, blowing out by 20 plus points for the last 2 games, blowing out and then giving up nearly 100 points. It's impressive. But I also think, don't forget. I mean, everybody's talking about Cat and Brunson's performance, but let's talk about OG Anunoby. He, to me, is probably the best player not named Cat and Brunson is in the series.
Well, I think if they gave out MVPs each round, I think he'd have a chance to win the MVP of the series.
Mm-hmm.
What was OG's line yesterday?
Was it 17? Stand by.
He has been the most consistent difference maker for them in the 3 wins.
It's just he's done something important in every game, and whether it's his rebounding, his defense, the deflections, and all the stuff he's done that way. And Josh Hart has been so good. I got the box score right here. 17 points, 10 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block, plus 19.
That's a double-double.
To you and me.
Yeah.
I had a
his
line.
rebounding in this series has been phenomenal.
I had a line that on the show yesterday I think may have fell by the wayside because we were talking to the great Monica McNutt. But I had a line that I was very proud. It was a bar, and it didn't get fully appreciated.
What did you say?
It was something along the lines of, since OG Anunoby arrived.
Oh, yes.
The Knicks can only be good when he's available, and can only be great when he's special or something like that. But his availability, makes them a decent team. When he's great, they're like a really good
when he first
basketball
got
team.
here and he was healthy and everybody was healthy, what did they win? 15 of the first 18 games.
Yeah, it was crazy.
He was here.
Immediately.
And then he got hurt. What was it, a shoulder or something? And they never able to stay healthy.
They were 20-3 that
That's
year
amazing.
when they first got him. When he played in the game, 20-3.
Was it a shoulder, elbow? Was something
I think it was
that held him out right
elbow?
after that.
So when he plays since the trade, their win-loss record is 110-54.
Wow. Jacob confirmed it was an elbow. But that's amazing. But they have not been able to keep him healthy or everybody else healthy.
Well,
But
he's the last couple of seasons he's played enough games, that's for sure, to be eligible for awards. He should be all defense. He obviously didn't get nominated for Defensive Player of the Year, but he should be all defense. He has that kind of respect.
Now, I felt like early Atlanta was just missing shots, but then you did see the Knicks play better defensively.
And you know what else is key? McCollum, who was growing into the villain role early in the series, looked kind of like gassed.
Well, he's 34.
Yeah, and he's not he hasn't played this level in a while. So now you're asking him to carry a team in a playoff series when really has never done it in his career that every night, having to be that guy. And so early in the game, I was noticing he was short on some shots. You could just see he wasn't in that same kind of mode that he was after Game 2, which tells you that Game 2 performance by him was more an aberration than a normal thing to expect, right? So if you take that away, and Jalen Johnson really hasn't played like an all-star at all. What are they doing? They're not shooting a three well at all.
If the Knicks don't mess it up, they should wrap it up on Thursday.
Yeah.
And if they mind their P's and Q's throughout the entire series, they would have swept this thing.
Probably.
And
that's why now do you understand why I personally had that confidence of this should be done in 5? And you shouldn't worry, oh my God, it's the Hawks and this could be dangerous. And I said, no, if you are who you're supposed to be, this shouldn't be a problem. And it took them a couple of games to show up and now play at a playoff level, but we've seen that now for a couple of games. And it makes you feel like, okay, they know, go to Atlanta, don't screw around, take the win, end this thing, and let's go home.
And that's what Brunson said after the game last night. We need to keep our foot on the gas.
Yeah, the ball went in, but I'm just happy that we were able to keep the lead and play well with it. Their team is capable of going on runs, as we know from earlier in the series, to close out games, but I just like the way we played in the fourth and how we kept the lead.
Can I also point out the people that have been pushing the Brunson narrative at me and the suggestions about a Brunson problem and all these things that people want to say, and then also there's the narrative of you can't win with this guy, right? Too small and all that stuff. First of all, he is now, I'm trying to think, I think he has the third most 30-point performances by a point guard in playoff history.
Wow.
History. Think about all the point guards that have played, the great point guards that have played in the NBA in playoffs. Third most.
Yeah.
He is, his 30-point games, by the way, that was just 12th at the Garden in a playoff game. Ties for the franchise record with a guy you might have heard of named Patrick Ewing. The question about the him, Melo, Ewing yesterday, how do you, all the things that he has accomplished already statistically tells you he is one of the great players in the modern era since the championship era. Brunson is easily one of the 3 great players, the best players that they have had. Easily.
No, there's no question. Now, he is flawed. He doesn't play much defense. And there are issues at times. Let's face it, when Cat disappears and not getting the ball. There are issues with he's not a perfect player.
No.
But he's a money player. He's still a great player. And that caller that we had yesterday talking about start, bench, cut.
Yeah.
Where it was Melo, it was Patrick, and it was Brunson. That it's Patrick, Brunson, and the guy you would cut would be Melo.
Yeah.
Because, Melo had flaws too. Melo was a scorer. But I think Brunson takes it to another level. But I told you, it's just a little Jimmy switch of talk radio of have an opinion that you've got to 9 times out of 10 you're going to be right. Saying the Knicks aren't going to win a championship is not exactly going out on much of a limb. So you're not going to win with Brunson. He's too small. And then Cat's supposed to be the Robin, and Cat's had problems in Minnesota. It's so easy to just pick on the Knicks and say they're not going to win. But maybe he's got a chance here to shut a lot of people up.
Especially if, as he said after Game 4, the question about him is, are you fine with sometimes having to dial it back if the other part of the offense is working the way it is with Towns? And he said, no, it's not going to be a problem. Not if we play like that. And that's all you care about. I asked Cat after the game when I did the walk-off interview with him, and I just said, boy, you're a guy that averages a double-double. You're a guy that gets, 10, 15 rebounds a game. You're a guy that can score and shoot threes, but it seems like you get the most joy out of passing the basketball. And that, like him being at the top of the offense, just looking around to see who's going to cut. He's got the smile on his face. And he said that's his favorite thing to do. It really is. For a lot of stars, it's scoring.
Yeah.
He's a guy that really, really loves to pass.
Yeah.
And I don't think we really knew that about him.
Yeah. That was almost like I always felt that way about Jason Kidd. I always felt Jason Kidd always wanted to be the first player ever to get a triple-double without scoring a point. Right? Yeah. Just because, whether it would be steals or blocks or whatever, but he was going to find a way because he just loved
assists and steals.
He just loved to get to dish the basketball. That's something that's really, really special.
John Stockton, too.
All right, we got tons of calls to get to. Want more of them, too, at 1-800-919-3776. How you feeling about the team right now? You got to feel good and kind of erase that feeling we had just a few days ago on Friday when it looked like there was really something wrong with this team. But tell me, Alan, about the end.
Yeah, the end. The Rings end. And this project that we have going on at the house right now, though it hasn't started yet, but when it does, we'll be fired up. The contractor came, and he's fired up, right? Michael shows up. He looks around. I tell him what we're going to do. He's looking at the room, and he's going, okay, we're going to do this. And then I said, we want to put a big door right here, looking out to the pool, but also for the light that we want to have in this room here. And he's like, all right, so where are you getting the door from? I said, Rings End. He said, of course you are. Right? Why does he know? Why do all the contractors know? Because Rings End has those built-to-last high-end product lines that the contractors rely on. They do it right. They don't have to do it over. And if you are curious, Rings End has showrooms with products you can touch and feel, so you know exactly what you're getting when you are considering a project at your own house. And if you can't make it to a store, well, you can shop online at ringsend.com. See, Rings End is not a national chain because they have regional expertise. They have 8 full-service lumber yards in Connecticut and Westchester County, and also have 12 freestanding paint centers as well. Rings End is family-owned and operated since 1902. They have deep Northeast roots. They know your house. They know the area. They know what you need. And most of all, they support local builders and community. So if you are curious about this, if you have a project at your house and you need to get some doors or windows or anything for a kitchen, well, go to ringsend.com. That's ringsend.com.
The Knicks.
Tonight in Game 5, they take a 3-2 series lead in the opening round with a 29-point win over the Atlanta Hawks.
The Hawks.
Their mindset was to come out and try to bully us and be physical, and they did that.
The NBA playoffs.
The toughest game to win is the one that ends someone's season, so we got to be super disciplined. We got to execute at the highest level.
Game 6 coverage gets underway tomorrow night at 6 on 880 and the ESPN New York app.
If you're trying to save money but still eat well, just go to Wild Fork Foods and thank me later. You get pork tenderloin for $2.50 a pound, ground turkey for $3 a pound, ground chorizo for only $4 a pound. Those are everyday staples at serious value, and it's all blast frozen, so you're not sacrificing quality. Plus, they've got over 450 options, 7 locations, or same-day delivery at wildforkfoods.com. Go check out Wild Fork Foods.
No matter your age or career stage, SUNY Canton delivers education at the speed of life. With flexible, fully online degree programs, you can earn your credential on your schedule. Ready to get started? Apply now for a summer start in high-demand programs like applied psychology, cybersecurity, healthcare management, and more. Our admissions team is ready to help you review transfer credits, explore degree options, choose courses, and navigate every step of enrollment. Email admissions@canton.edu today or visit canton.edu to learn more.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Mornings with DiPietro and Rothenberg.
I thought it was really interesting the way it played out for the Giants because nobody thought the Giants were going to take Reese because they didn't think Reese was going to be there at 5. I think they were kind of in shock that Reese was there 5 and Mauanoa was there 10. Right. Because they were two guys that were just really up high on their draft board. If Caleb Downs turns out to be this era's Ronnie Lott, you're going to massively regret it.
DiPietro and Rothenberg, morning 6 to 10 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
Do you read more about your team in the off-season than in the season? Does your game day outfit include a brown bag with eye holes? Then you may be a fan of a BST or bad sports team. Luckily, when you bundle your home and auto insurance with Progressive, you're protected. Because seeing your painted face in the rearview mirror after a loss isn't just depressing. It's distracting. Visit Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Covered subject to policy terms. Not available in all states or situations.
Lowe's has the brand's pros trust to get the job done. You can now shop new Catalyst fencing solutions and save big when you do. 10% off when you buy in bulk. Plus, save $180 on a DeWalt 12-inch dual bevel sliding compound miter saw. Now just $449. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 5/6 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Evan Cohen here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app, share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required, not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
The Knicks are in the playoffs and working toward their ultimate goal.
The 2025 NBA Cup champions, your New York Knicks.
Will this be the year the Knicks punch their ticket to the NBA Finals?
The Knicks have much bigger goals at the end of the year. Step back three with 5 seconds. He got it! Jalen Brunson steps back and puts the Knicks in front.
Thanks to all our New York Knicks partners this season, including Verizon, Thrivewell Infusion, and London Jewelers on ESPN New York.
All right. What am I missing on this?
Hold on.
Oh,
Lean
what is
on
this?
me.
No,
See,
no.
This is why Jacob's a straight up punk. I'm going to tell you why.
No.
Whoa.
Get back to the Knicks, and then you tease us, you tantalize us with this.
Yeah.
You know, you were so disgusted with the conversation, yet
Right.
he comes back,
And then he gets the catnip. It's
yeah,
right
just
here.
to see
Here you
because
go.
you
Here you
know,
go. Come on,
you
Don.
know we're going to
Come on, Don.
react.
Come on, Don. Jump.
You know
Don.
we're going to react. I mean,
What was that? What version?
It was a really lousy version of Lean on Me.
Yeah.
Thelma Houston in the Winans.
Sure, the Winans.
When did they do?
I
BB
don't
and
know.
Cece.
They should have stopped midway
It was on the soundtrack, so.
for what? For Lean on Me.
Lean on Me, the film.
How many different versions?
I guess
There's
that's
probably
all
a
they
whole
had.
album of versions of the song.
I got to look that up.
No, please don't.
No, I'm not going to listen to it.
That was such a big deal when that movie came out in '89 because, again, East Side High School.
Mm-hmm.
My dad grew up in Patterson, like East Side and Kennedy.
East Side
were the two high schools in Patterson, so it was like they're doing a movie about something that's not that far from where I grew up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Isn't it funny that Morgan Freeman, even in that movie, looked like he was in his 50s?
And he's probably 22 years old.
Like, it's just certain guys.
It is crazy. Speaking of never aging, how about Spike and St. Pete? You're on ESPN New York. How are you, Spike?
Hey, Spike.
Oh, what a wonderful greeting. What was the principal's name there? Joe? He went around with a baseball bat.
Yeah, Joe Clark.
Joe Clark.
Yeah, Joe Clark. And I didn't live far away from there, too. Some good football teams there, too. Okay, so let me give Alan and Wally and Monica and Pito. Look, everyone thinks they have their own favorites with Charles and Shaq and Ernie and the crew there. But last night, man, when you went over to that big wall, you broke down plays like it was just great. You guys look great. Monica is so refreshing and so full of energy. It's a great program. And even though I miss watching round one, I'm getting every second of that. Look, let's face it, Atlanta's the weakest team talent-wise, and the youngest team perhaps left in the playoffs. The Knicks spit away a game, it would be over. But the Knicks showed me some things. The back cuts were eliminated. Cat finally getting his accolades, well overdue, holding that ball up like a banana, or like a cantaloupe rather, and catching everybody back cutting. OG Anunoby is definitely one of the top two-way players in the game, and he's a strong guy, man. He's really strong, and his anticipation on defense. There's Dyson Daniels. I know I've said a few times I thought he was really good, but I zoomed in on him, and I know he made 2 out of 4 shots last night. They're playing 5-on-4. Quinn Snyder went to 3 out of 4 Final Fours. He's a good coach, but he did a good job last night, Mike Brown. You know,
yes,
they just played beautiful basketball, beautiful. And Peter, you know how I feel about all you guys. I spend hours every day talking to my 180-year-old friend left, and he says to me, you know, Boston can have 4 off shooting games out of 7. But I watched it last night, and I made this point over and over and over till you don't want to hear it anymore. But Tatum, White, and Brown are not good three-point shooters. And if you look at the stats of the first 2 games last year, I'm not jumping the shark here because I also thought, you hear what happened with Angel Reese and the 2 centers with Durant and Wendell Carter? Did you guys hear that story?
No.
Okay. Well, I heard it from a reliable source. Someone on the station today said it. I guess it was Bart and Carlin, that Angel Reese was dating Jalen Duren, something about being from Chicago and Detroit, and broke up with him to take Wendell Carter Jr. Let her throw up the jump ball today. Let's see how it works. Unbelievable. And her male equivalent would be someone like Charles Oakley. So I'll leave you with this, and I love talking to you guys. Alan, you're great on TV. You should win another local Emmy. Peter, as much as I feel about all you guys, I don't think Boston can beat the Knicks in a 7-game series. Now, it's going to be tough. But what I saw last night with Philadelphia, unless Embiid comes down with dengue fever or something, because you never know with that guy, that was weird, man. That was a real weird game. What did you think?
I think that the Celtics played that game. Now, get ready with the name drop. So I called Tim Legler this morning. He was on the call.
Steve Kerr?
He was on the call last night with Mike Breen, obviously, and Richard Jefferson, and they called that game. And I was just asking him like what he saw, and he said that everybody was waiting for the Celtics to throw the knockout punch in the second half, right? And it never happened. And then the fourth quarter happened, which we've seen. You remember last year when they missed 45 threes in game 1 against the Knicks, right?
Yeah.
That was a record. They missed 75 threes in 2 games, the first 2 games. They can go into these droughts where they suddenly just can't make a shot. Well, that happened in the fourth quarter, and the Sixers just kept playing. Embiid they couldn't guard him inside. And the next thing you know, what should have been a walk-away, gentleman's sweep, ended up being now we got to play at Game 6.
Yeah.
And so the Celtics were everybody was stunned by that. And I don't want to call it arrogance, but it is defiance that the Celtics play with when it comes to the three-point shot. It's just something they're always going to – like they're taking 47 threes a game in the playoffs, but they're shooting 36% on them.
And to Spike's point, they're not like an epically great three-point shooting team. They don't have killers from the three-point line.
Tatum was 4 for 12. Tatum's not a great three-point shooter, and he's not really shooting it great. And the biggest one of all is Derek White. Derek White he can't make a three right now. He's going through it. Those are those are the guys that take the most shots.
I know.
From three.
That's the thing.
So
that's why it's not a great. They're live by the three, die by the three mentality. They're not Steph and Clay.
But they mostly
live. But they don't.
The interesting thing, guys.
Yes.
Let's be honest. There's only one true great team in the NBA, and that's the Thunder. And they've got an injury situation, but they're the defending champions. You see, they're able to get through the first round easily. A lot of these teams are flawed. And the Knicks shouldn't have to apologize for that. But, the Celtics aren't a perfect team. We're seeing the Pistons clearly are not a perfect team. I'll believe the Spurs when I see it because it's still relatively new from them. Wemby's a special talent, but still we haven't seen them make a run yet to just say, despite how well they played against the Thunder in the regular season, that they're going to beat the Thunder in the conference finals out west. But let's be honest, that's where it is. And a lot of things are breaking the Knicks' way. The Pistons might not be there in the conference final. Celtics now are matching up with the Knicks as far as games played here, where they both could wrap it up on Thursday and go with even footing. And they beat the Celtics last year. Embrace this. Now, I don't know if it's going to result in a championship because I respect the Thunder too much, but right now, I can't get mad at a Knicks fan fantasizing about playing the Celtics and beating the Celtics. Not the way the Knicks have played the last two games.
I know there's another game to win here. I think you can start thinking about it.
Well, I think you can.
There's evidence that is showing you that right now, both teams are in control of their series, despite what happened in Boston last night. And it just feels like a collision course that we've been waiting for ever since last year.
And it's crazy.
And the Celtics are, I'm telling you, I think were already looking ahead. I think they were already looking ahead. They figured the Sixers have messed up. They put in Embiid. He's slowing them down. And we're going to be able to win this game easily. And then they just went through one of their drafts.
It's so weird in both the NBA and the NHL that you're likely going to have the conference final in the East in the second round between the Celtics and the Knicks. Everybody believes whoever wins that is going to go on to the final.
Yeah.
And the same thing's happening in the NHL with Colorado playing the winner of Minnesota-Dallas, and Minnesota won last night, so they're up 3-2. Everybody will look at that matchup as the team that wins that is going to go to the conference final because the Pacific's not very good. So in both leagues, you're going to have a conference where the best matchup is going to be in the second round and not the third round.
Yeah, and how much is left of you when you play whoever you play in the conference final is always the dangerous thing. But remember last year, the Pacers took out a Cavs team that the Knicks had struggled to beat. So the thinking was you get past the Celtics, if the Pacers won that series, and the feeling was, they're going to the final. But because it was like that's what makes the playoffs so compelling is that you can anticipate things happening, just like Detroit and Orlando. You anticipate things happening, but all it takes is just one bounce or one bad game or one slip, which is why playing the Hawks early was the right thing, and learning early in that series, don't play with your food, to wake them up might have set them on the right course. We will see.
1-800-919-3776. We got a list come up at 4:30.
Oh, yeah.
ENN at 6. Then we're out of Dodge because we've got Mets and Nationals at 6:30. But if you want to put some money on these games, Peter, especially you, what are you going to do?
Well, FanDuel is serving up a happy hour every day during the playoffs. We're talking special drops you won't want to miss. All right, profit boosts, bonus bets, and more. The best part, it's every single day. So whether you're betting the early game or gearing up for prime time, make sure you open the FanDuel app and see what's waiting for you today. Head to FanDuel.com/local to get started. FanDuel, an official partner of the NBA, 21 and over and physically present in New York, opt-in required. Rewards are non-withdrawable. Restrictions apply, including bonus and token expiration, leg requirements, and max wager amount. For help with a gambling problem, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Knicks fans, it's time to hit the court with BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the New York Knicks. Download the BetMGM app today and add a boost of excitement to every New York game day with same-day parlays, live betting options, player props, boosted odds specials, and the best daily promotions in the business. With the BetMGM app at your fingertips, you can experience the excitement of betting on your favorite players and get in on all the blue and orange action as your New York Knicks drive the lane. Find out why basketball fans love BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the New York Knicks. BetMGM. Make it legendary. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York and New Jersey only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Gambling problem in New York? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For New Jersey, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
There are a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Release a new 2026 Mazda CX-50 Hybrid Preferred all-wheel drive for $259 for 36 months. Or buy with 1.9% APR for 60 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for lease details. VIN TN155263. MSRP $37,455. Zero security deposit. APR $17.48 per month for $1,000 financed. Ends 4/30/26.
Want to earn extra revenue for your business? Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for local business owners to assist with deliveries. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. With each package delivered, you'll gain extra revenue and exposure for your business. Plus, Amazon Hub Delivery makes it easy to get started. There's no upfront cost, delivery experience, or long-term contracts required. Sign up to learn more at Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
Evan Cohen here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app, share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required, not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
Harry Douglas here. Let me ask you something. What if you can enjoy the taste of a cocktail, the warmth of a spirit, and still stay fully in control? That's RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category. RK delivers bold flavor and a real warming sensation with zero alcohol, zero sugar, zero carbs, and zero calories. Perfect for nights out, social gatherings, or anytime you want the experience of a drink without sacrificing tomorrow. Check it out at rkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. RK. All the flavor, none of the alcohol.
ESPN New York, now streaming live on YouTube. Subscribe today and watch the show. WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
Game Time is brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, because when it's game time, fellas. I like that.
It's totally time.
Yankees, Rangers, finishing up their series out in Arlington, and they are right now
scoreless, bottom of the fifth.
Hey, thank you. Kid's pitching well, Rodriguez. It's been in and out of trouble, but he hasn't allowed a run.
He's 4 innings, 2 hits, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts.
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad.
A lot of pitches.
That's why he's probably not going to be long for this game. Mets, Nationals immediately following us at 6:30 with the first pitch at 7:10. Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cast matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew. Or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Now, we want to take your calls on 1-800-919-3776, but Alan said something interesting. He basically gave you permission, even though it irritated him earlier in the series, to kind of think ahead after the Knicks won last night. They're up 3-2. They've won 2 in a row in blowout fashion. They seem to have taking control of the series. They're the better team. They should be advancing. And that if you want to start talking about the Celtics, talk about the Celtics, who can wrap things up on Thursday. But who knows? They got to go to Philadelphia, and we'll see if Embiid's engaged and not hurt and doesn't get some wacky illness and doesn't play.
Yeah, if I
that
told
they could
you,
have their hands full.
If they put out a thing on Thursday and said that he is now questionable.
Right.
With knee soreness. Would you be shocked?
No. Honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if you said he's out with scurvy.
That would be
all right.
Like, you're talking about Oregon Trail injuries.
Yeah. Like if
he's got dysentery.
Yeah, he's got dysentery. What's
scurvy,
another
though,
one?
like that would be a good
Scurvy's tough. No, I you know what? No, this is one. I would swear to God, it'd be interesting, but I would not be shocked. Legionnaire's disease.
Now that would be something.
All right,
you don't see it every
That's
day.
something you can get here.
Yeah, no, it's
right?
not a joke.
Because I had a friend that got it
in the building, right?
Yeah, because he went through one of those, during the summertime where they spray the water outside some of the buildings and it gets contaminated, and it can happen.
Mm-hmm.
And Embiid is the guy that, if he can get contaminated, God love him.
Like, think about it. 2 years ago in the Knicks series, he had Bell's palsy.
I know, and that's no joke.
No, it's the things that. When was the last NBA player you heard about that?
Well,
an athlete.
Honestly,
it's unreal.
The last athlete, and this is no joke. I'm literally the last athlete that I heard that had Bell's palsy before Embiid was Ralph Kiner, who was in his 80s.
Wow.
But just that's Embiid, right? But if that doesn't happen, if he doesn't, all of a sudden get infected by Legionnaire's disease, they could be in for a battle on Thursday. And again, you don't want to look too far ahead, but that's what you do. You fantasize when you've got a really good basketball team and they haven't won in a long time. Is that if you found a way to get by the Celtics, here are the teams you might play if the Pistons get bounced. And by the way, the Pistons are down 3-1.
Yeah.
You could play the Magic, the Cavs, or the Raptors. Dear God, I know you felt a way when you saw the Pacers last year in the conference final and you started booking flights to OKC.
Mm-hmm.
But the Pacers were still, a thing. Like Cavs, Raptors, and Magic, like, oh, my God.
Remember,
people will be booking flights to either San Antonio or OKC if that's the conference final. Now, stick with me here. You don't have this situation in the West. Like the Thunder, they're going to take on the Lakers in all likelihood, right?
The Lakers play tonight.
That's not nothing. That's not nothing.
There's no Luka. There's no Luka.
Right. And then the Spurs are going to take on, the Nuggets aren't dead because Minnesota's all banged up.
Right.
But the point is that you might have a Knicks versus Cavs, Raptors, Magic conference final, and the Spurs are playing the Thunder. So now you start to think, oh, my God, we might get to the finals and have to take on a team that clubbed each other for seven games.
Yeah.
And we might win the conference final in 5.
Yeah.
But now these things never happen, and I wouldn't pronounce the Pistons dead just yet. Just yet.
They're almost there.
But
I mean,
they do have a home game in Game 5.
Don, they've called the priest into the room. Okay?
They have.
It's time.
They have called the priest into the room.
Time to get everyone on the phone.
Yeah.
Well, they always call the priest in the room when you're facing elimination. But having to win 3 games, yeah. But it's happened. It's happened. But with the 1 seed gone, and you're looking at the possibility of playing a 4, 5, or 8 in the conference final. Again, you got to be careful because we all were counting our chickens last year when they took on the Pacers, and you lost in 6. But in order to win a title, people, you do sometimes need breaks, right? You do sometimes need things that go beyond the unseen hand, right? And you're starting to see, like last night, I'm watching the Knicks destroy the Hawks, and I'm watching the Celtics blow a lead and get blown out, and you're thinking, wow, even the one thing you were concerned, everything that you concern yourself with since Friday when we were like, oh my God, this team's not going to win a championship.
Right.
They're down 2-1. What the hell's the matter?
Right. They might not get out of the
Things are
first
starting,
round.
the pendulums are starting to kind of formulate here where I can't get upset at a Knicks fan starting to kind of look ahead a little bit.
What was the objective from day one of this season?
To get to the final.
Right. Everybody in the organization knows that the players know it, right? So down 2-1 was the shock into their system of, hey, stupid, wake up, right? Like, that's what that was. And they had a chance to win that game. You remember, again, they just couldn't make a shot. And then from that point forward, they have been a different team.
Yeah.
Because they all understood where they were and how close they would put themselves to, wait a minute, like, we aren't even giving ourselves a chance right now.
And Monica brought it up in with the reports of just how devastated they were after Game 3. Guys in tears, and Hart was devastated.
The tears thing wasn't real. But the rest of it, they were a frustrated team for sure. And I think that's important. And look at any other team right now. Who has that kind of urgency in them this early in the playoffs? This kind of desperation?
You can't say anybody really,
right?
Who
else has that heavy expectation, and then on top of it, understanding we are on a mission right now.
Let's just pray that we sense that urgency and that mission tomorrow.
Well, again, I'm convinced you will, based off of what I've seen the last 2 games and what I heard out of Game 3.
But wouldn't this be the one? If we really want to believe,
but that's you
they're
again.
there.
But that's us going back to this is who they fall back to. This is they default to this. And if you are now at a place where you're like last year wasn't about winning a championship, it was of course trying to, but it wasn't we've got to do this. We've got to get there. It was, can we beat the Celtics? Can we do this? That's all that stuff was. Remember, Indiana wasn't a team that was a bit of a surprise. Indiana was a team that knocked you out the previous year.
Correct. In a terrible final.
So that has been a bit of a climb. This, to me, is the year where a group that has been together for a couple of years, it's no longer a climb. It's you got to now finish the job. So I don't know another team other than, and the Spurs are very young. Denver's already won one. The Thunder's already won one. Right? Where's the urgency? They want to win another one, sure. And they're really great, yes. Boston's already won one. They're kind of they're playing with this belief that they and their system can make a run. And that's why you put them power rank the teams that you would say can win a championship this year. Oklahoma City, right? Would you put Boston or San Antonio too?
Yeah.
And then you'd put the Knicks.
Yeah.
How much closer are the Knicks now to Boston all of a sudden after last night?
No, it feels like even, right?
Right?
Like you've been saying,
it's hard to argue.
49, and
if that's how you're going to play, if that's how you're going to play Boston, really, you're going to play like that.
Well, I'm going to say this.
So I'm sorry, Don, but because I just want to fans need to understand this. There is an energy that I think a lot of fans worry about being those people out on 7th Avenue over celebrating first round wins. So no one wants to be that excited. It's almost like you squelch your anticipation because you're afraid of looking like you're being too excited too early. And I'm telling you right now, last night's performance and the attitude that the Knicks played with in that performance and the frustration that Quinn Snyder, the Hawks coach, showed after the game as if, we've got to play harder. So that means there's no other strategy we can do here. They're kicking our ass. We're going to need to show up here. Mm-hmm. His frustration kind of shows you, I'm out of moves, guys. That tells me that something has clicked in this team that gives you the reason to believe, like we saw that team, NBA Cup, and that little run. There's been moments in this season when you've looked at the Knicks and said, that looks like a team that can win a title. Then there's been moments that tells you, when you do that, I can't trust you. But they have the look right now of a team that realized what they've got in front of them and what this season's about. They have more urgency in them, I think, than any other team in the playoffs right now.
Yeah.
And that should fuel them into the second round.
And that's why if I see another one of those losses on Thursday, then I have to wonder, is that just you messing around, or is it just in your DNA that you just can't handle prosperity?
I just don't
and that's
see
going to
it.
affect.
I just don't
and
see
that's
it.
why if it were to happen, Alan, it would be that much more disturbing because now it's not a wake-up call. They got the wake-up call down 2-1, and they answered the bell, but just to do it again when you're up 3-2, now it just feels like every time you take a step forward, you're taking a couple of steps back. I'm with you. I expect them to demolish the Hawks, move on to Boston, and we'll see what happens. Let the better team win. But
how do
if
they
we
stop
have a Game
Towns?
7,
how do they stop Towns?
That's what I'm saying. It's all pointed there now. That's why if it were to happen, now it's a thing. Now it's not just, hey, we took our eyes off the ball for a second and we got to respect our opponent. Now it's a thing. All right? And they should have learned their lesson. Now, they might go out and lose to the Celtics or whoever, and those teams just could turn out to be better. But right now, they have proven beyond the shadow of a doubt that they're better than the Atlanta Hawks. And if you give them another win here, then I have to start to wonder, is it a thing that's always going to be there? So I'm with Alan. I think they're going to demolish the Hawks, move on. But if not, then I'm sorry that I can't anoint them as a team that I could trust because then it creeps back in again.
I know. It's why I'm tempted to make the bet on them today as opposed to waiting until tomorrow. Because I could see the line going up actually tomorrow.
What is the line now?
I could see 2.5.
On the road.
On the road, you don't want to get too much higher. And I could see people pounding the Knicks and it going, pound it, Donnie, pound it. And I could see that number going up. But I'm tempted to just throw another 500 right back on them tomorrow.
You're hot, man.
You're on a streak right now.
No, but
you're rolling.
But this is picking the spot because we know the Knicks are a better team than the Hawks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where I'll feel with the Boston series. We'll see. But right now, I'm like, we're getting good numbers here because the Knicks lost dumb games in this series, but we know they're a better basketball team.
Yeah.
So
that's why they're plus 54. They're plus 54 in the series.
So think about it. You're getting them,
and they gave 2 games away.
So you're getting them. They're plus 54 in the series, and at home last night, the big line
was 6.5.
Was 6.5. So like they're kind of giving you money in these games. The question is, to tomorrow all of a sudden they revert back, but that would be such a damning step back.
Like I said, I just can't. I don't see that.
Right, I don't either.
There's been reasons for evidence, and it's the way. See, it's also the way. If they were winning these games because they're just shooting unreal from 3, and it's just hilarious, but they're just on a hot streak, I'd say, yeah, that water can turn off at any moment.
Yeah.
What they're doing never mind the offense. I'm sorry. Back-to-back games where they have held them under 100 points. That's not by accident. They're taking away things that Atlanta thrives on, and they're not giving them ways that they score easily. Atlanta's not a good half-court offense. They are a transition offense. They get you in mix-ups. They get you in poor matchups. They get you because you were lazy running back or someone fell down. They get you because they got a long rebound and they're going to run it out. But if you're not taking a ton of threes, those long rebounds aren't there. If you're getting back defensively because you're being a little more aware of the scouting report, you're taking away their fast breaks. So I'm telling you, there's something that they have figured out, and they played yesterday with a confidence I haven't seen in a while. That was a confidence of, we know exactly what you're doing. We know how to beat you. We know what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And that, I think, is very important. Satisfied is the wrong word, but they're very pleased with how this is working out for them. They're like, yeah, okay, we got this. We know what we're doing.
Let's go to Kyle in New Jersey. You're on ESPN New York.
What's up, boys? Thanks
up?
for taking the call. Alan, just like you said, finish this thing tomorrow night, and you know what? Whoever's in our way, it don't matter who it's going to be. We're going to the finals because it's finals or bust. But this is you said we could talk a little bit and think a little bit about the Celtics. This is what I think the key is, and you guys nailed it. They want to take 47 threes. That's how they want to play. I saw Philly do this a little bit last night, late in the fourth quarter. Don't let them. Don't help. That's what they want to do. They want to drive, kick. White stands out there. Hauser stands out there. Pritchard. And that's what they do. So you know what? Don't help. They cannot beat the Knicks 2 points versus 2 points. They can't. They're just not good enough. Pritchard's not that guy. Hauser's not that guy. Vukovic isn't that guy. They want to stand out that line. So you know what? We're standing with you. We're not helping. Go to the basket. You know what? We pay $30 million for OG, $30 million for Bridges. You know what? Guard Brown, guard Tatum, one-on-one, and that's all you got. But those role guys are not shooting 53s. Why? Because we're not helping off you. We're not letting you do it.
I'll tell you what, it's exactly, it's literally the Knicks, this roster was literally built to beat the Celtics because you get OG and you get Bridges for that matchup, what you just said, Brown and Tatum. That's why you have them. You got Towns because you had to get somebody to get out of the paint because they'll play paint defense. Like all the things that you needed to do were all about how do we beat the Celtics. And that's, I think, why matchup-wise it's going to be very interesting. And I think there is that confidence because they demonstrated they can beat them and they can win in that building.
Mm-hmm.
Versus in the past, there's other teams that they had struggled to beat. But they can believe in that. And the New York-Boston thing, this is going to be great. Mazzulla is a lunatic, and he wants revenge. Tatum is going to be in his head about playing again at the Garden in the playoffs. Like, there's so – Brown, all he talks about is the Knicks. This will be an epic, fun New York versus Boston series that I don't think we've had a New York-Boston series like this because last year's kind of ended sadly, right? It didn't have that same kind of feel to it because once Tatum got hurt, there was something that wasn't right. But a New York-Boston series with some sizzle, when was the last time we had something like that? Been a while.
No,
this one would be very
one with
sexy.
sizzle.
Yeah.
Well, there was sizzle last year because they won.
Yeah, but like I said, the way it ended, like it was hard to really like stick your chest out because because like the Tatum thing
you felt
it was over by then though.
Yeah, that's the thing.
What I'm saying is like to see him get hurt. Like I wanted to beat him, but not
yeah,
like
but you
that.
beat him. But that's the thing.
I know you were already going to go up 3-1, right? I know that.
I think you were winning the series anyway. Like, don't make it sound like the reason that they won was because Tatum got hurt. Like, listen, yeah, you felt bad that a great player went down.
But you went up 3-1. It was already felt like it. I'm talking about a knockdown drag out that's just back and forth.
No, I think what
7 games.
What took the sizzles away when you lost to the Pacers the next round.
Yeah, that's true.
So you got to enjoy it for like a week.
Yeah.
Actually, you got to enjoy it until after game 1. The way you lost game 1 against the Pacers, like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So that's what really took the sizzle away. There was sizzle in the moment and in the memory.
But did it feel like did it have the New York Boston hate? I don't think the Celtics took the Knicks seriously in that regard. I think Brown now is obsessed and hates the Knicks. I don't think he had that same emotion.
Listen, would it be even greater? But again,
doesn't it add to it that the Knicks beat them? Doesn't it add to the idea of the sizzle of a rematch? Of having ball that team's going to be pissed off.
I just think with a chance to go back to the conference final, like you're going to enjoy if you beat the Celtics, you're going to enjoy beating the Celtics because it's a rival, the New York Boston thing. Mm-hmm. But more than anything else is, hey, back-to-back years we're in the conference final, and it might be against the Toronto Raptors. All right, so you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm gonna predict that's not going to happen.
But, all right, so the Cleveland Cavaliers.
It could be the Cavaliers.
Or the Orlando Magic.
It could be the Cavaliers. Very much could be James Harden.
If I had to guess, if I had to predict, I'd say it'd be Cleveland.
Wow.
But they're 2-2 with Toronto, so.
No,
you're guessing.
We all are guessing. I just think that this is what we've been waiting for, and the Knicks have given us a couple of games that has shown us, okay, there they are. I've been waiting for this team.
Well,
I've been waiting for this team to show up where it's all, including the Brunson thing. That Brunson thing in the second half was not nothing because he'd been struggling, he'd been missing layups, like he just wasn't right. Then all of a sudden he's dancing, his footwork, he had guys on skates, and that's when you're like, oh my God. Like if he's got that back, if he's in his bag now, forget it.
Let's go to Jake in Queens. You're on ESPN New York.
Hey guys, how's it going? Thanks for taking the call.
Always.
So yes, just building on what you're saying. So I love what I saw last night. You know, the Knicks played great, sharing the ball, working as a team. I loved even what I heard to some extent from Mike Brown in the post game, right? Talking about touching the paint, cutting to the basket, which is not something you often hear him talk about in post game interviews or about his game plan in general. And then I worry, and I want to get your take and hope you can talk me out of my worry that it's kind of his backup plan. And I fear that if he goes up against Mazzulla, he's going to revert back to, just looking for spray threes and trying to get into a shootout. And like you said, there they are when we see the Knicks.
What makes you say that who's going to revert back to that?
Mike Brown.
You think Mike Brown's just going to change the game plan? And I think he's kind of shown you the ability to adjust in the middle of a series, which is pretty remarkable, right?
I do like that.
Yeah. I don't think there's evidence of him
take the same approach going up against the Celtics.
I think he'll take the approach that works best against the Celtics, right? I think what he's shown you is he's coached in a lot of different places. Not only was he a head coach in Cleveland and the Lakers, he was a longtime assistant with the Warriors and also with the Spurs. There's a lot of things he's taken from these places, and it's like, let's try play this way. This whole season has been trying different things offensively, and sometimes it's been a disaster, and sometimes it's been remarkable. And it's the defense that everybody was getting frustrated about because he spent so much time on the offense that he had to fix the defense. And so I actually, like I said, he was getting out-coached in the first couple of games of the series. He has flipped the script. Mike Brown he and his coaching staff has had a phenomenal last couple of games with simple adjustments that they have made.
And here they are. And now you got to do it one more time.
Win one more in a row.
And guess what? No one even remembers that you had one really bad game and another one that ended really badly. You get to forget it. They end up winning this 4-2 after winning 3 straight to end it. Does anyone even have any memories of how it started?
No.
You kind of feel like they just took care of business.
Well, especially because the bigger concern, like Don was saying yesterday, Boston wins last night. They now are sitting around for a couple of days. You now got to play Thursday. Maybe you won't be as rested. They lose that game. That changes everything. Now, could that go 7? They're going back to Philly. They're playing in Philly tomorrow.
They'll finish it tomorrow.
I agree, but I'm just saying
it
does open the door because Philly might have found something too with the Embiid thing.
And you're
Who
learning
knows?
from them. Maybe they gave you the recipe on
That's
how to
right.
beat the Boston Celtics again. Well, there'll be more Knicks coming up. Yankees are down 2-0 as they go to the bottom of the 6th inning in Texas. Mets with a win last night and some interesting comments from Juan Soto. We've got ENN at 6 o'clock, but coming up next, we've got the list. It's Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg hanging out with you until 6:30. Then it's Mets baseball on ESPN New York.
The Knicks.
Tonight in Game 5, they take a 3-2 series lead in the opening round with a 29-point win over the Atlanta Hawks.
The Hawks.
Their mindset was to come out and try to bully us and be physical, and they did that.
The NBA playoffs.
The toughest game to win is the one that ends someone's season, so we got to be super disciplined. We got to execute at the highest level.
Game 6 coverage gets underway tomorrow night at 6 on 880 and the ESPN New York app.
If you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds linger and can turn into sinus infections that last for weeks. Getting sick right now before vacation can derail everything. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and pharmacy is stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having urgent care and a pharmacy right at home. It includes essential prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Pak to treat a wide range of common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick at home or on the road, you already have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no pharmacy lines, no copays. Just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. Start on your meds sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. And save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. That's promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever, meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets. So go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
My name is Christine, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, was a healthy 34-year-old, and 3 months later, he was gone. Thankfully, he had life insurance. Ethos made it so easy. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. 100% online, no medical exam. Life insurance didn't take away the loss, but it did give us the space to just grieve.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. Ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Mother's Day is coming, and you gotta show love to the mothers in your life. You know you gotta take care of mom. Plus, my wife just became a first-time mom. So yeah, Mother's Day matters, and you gotta get it right. That's why I'm sending flowers from the Books Company. Right now, get 25% off with code CANTY. Books flowers are cut fresh, so you get bigger, brighter blooms that last way longer. And it's easy. Pick the bouquet, the delivery date, and you're done. Mother's Day is May 10th, so don't wait. Go to Books.com, use code CANTY to get 25% off. That's BOUQS.com.
Now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks so much, guys. Still dealing with this mess on the Belt westbound in Brooklyn. Over by Erskine Street, they're cleaning up a car fire. Been out there for over an hour. Still have 2 lanes blocked. You're not moving much from right after Sunrise Highway in Queens. Mets are home later on tonight over at Citi Field. Just a little bit sluggish heading across the Upper East River at the Whitestone Bridge from the Bronx side. Royals now in Midtown over at Rockefeller Center. Definitely want to stay away from 5th and 6th Avenues in the 40s. Lots of frozen zones and rolling closures. Inbound George, not too bad for both the upper and lower decks. Best of it's the outbound side, southbound Deegan and Henry Hudson. Outbound Lincoln already about 15 to 20. Outbound Holland 10 to 15. This report is sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you're not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Visit mad.org. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Evan Cohen here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app, share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required, not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
Smalls here. What if you could enjoy the flavor of a cocktail without the alcohol? Meet RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category that delivers bold taste and a warming sensation, but with zero alcohol, zero sugar, zero carbs, and 0 calories. So you can celebrate with friends, unwind after a long day, and wake up tomorrow feeling great. It's all the ritual of a drink without the regret. Discover RK at rkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. RK, the spirit without the alcohol.
You just made the list, buddy.
This is The List with Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
All right, I'm taking a chance, but it's not nobody.
You've had some risky lists recently.
It has been, risque. Where are we going?
He died on this day. Alfred Hitchcock.
Good evening.
Top 5 Alfred Hitchcock movies. Was I right? It's not in your wheelhouse.
No, and to really hit in the wheelhouse, what's the mean age that we're looking at here? 64?
Well, just about. You can't be a movie appreciator. I bet you, I know Anthony's taste. He loves like horror and kind of shock stuff. I think he probably will know a few of these Alfred Hitchcock movies.
I know. I will know them all by name probably.
I think it's probably fair I'll know a few.
But now will you have watched and appreciated? We'll wait and see.
And Alan's quiet, so I'm assuming he's out.
I'm not out. I'm trash talking Harry Douglas right now. This is very important.
So by the way,
he's on his show.
So he's out.
Because it does sound like he's out.
Give me Psycho.
All right, you know what? It's a great poll. It's amazing when Peter's out on something, he'll guess number 1, and he guessed number 1. It's an 8.5 on IMDb. 1960. Anthony Perkins, Janet Leigh. It is the quintessential suspense movie. And, it just, of course, the shower scene is one of the most epic scenes in the history of movies, not just Alfred Hitchcock movies. Use chocolate.
That's kind of what we were talking about earlier, where the scene is bigger than the movie.
Yeah,
right.
Everybody knows that scene.
Little Wayne.
And because it was black and white, he was able to use, like, Hershey's chocolate in lieu of blood for the black and white as you see the blood go into the drain. It is an epic movie, and it's an epic scene, so I've got that at number 1.
Show me The Birds.
You know what?
Thought about it.
I've got it as an honorable mention.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Not one of my personal favorites.
All right.
But it is a great movie. Because we can get to the who you're taking out. There's a couple of personal favorites that I have that I left out that I just don't think are as epic as the 5 that I have here. But good, Peter. I had it as an honorable mention. I have it written down here. See? So it's not like I just said,
you didn't make
you
it
a
up
little consolation prize.
No. But now I don't have anything.
So the guy that was out has had 2 guesses. He's arguing with other hosts.
I'm too busy fighting with somebody right now.
What about Dow M for Murder?
Very good. Did not have it on my list. But again, these are all good.
I just don't know that I'm going to know the other 4.
Well, since everybody is collectively out, to the point where other things are going, like Alan's just
so mad at me
Alan
right
has never had conversations with people on the air.
Yeah, but this is Harry Douglas.
Would it have been better if he just said I'm out as opposed to saying I'm going to ignore you and talk to Harry Douglas?
Yes.
I think that was the problem. I think that was the problem. You didn't say you were out. You're just like texting Harry Douglas is more important than the Alfred Hitchcock.
Because he was just on the television and he won't stop texting me now.
And also,
he's on a show too.
Where was the drop?
What's Freddie Coleman doing right
Talking
now?
to himself because Harry's freaking out about the Hawks.
Play it, Jacob.
Drop. What? Enjoy Susie.
I'm arguing with Harry Douglas right now. I can't be bothered with your stupid list.
It's not a great.
You know what? For the first time ever.
Yeah.
It's never happened before.
You hate him.
And there were times where with Michael I was out. I'm not giving you the rest of the list. Now it's
good take.
1-800-919-3776.
No.
At least Peter tried. Peter was out. Peter had zero interest.
You want me to try?
And he guessed no. I don't want you to try. It's over.
No, he's done now.
You
He's
ready?
done.
I'm done. I'm not even going to look at him.
North by Northwest.
You know what?
No.
Is he saying words?
No. Vertigo? Why am I trashed? Why me?
I've never, ever
Thought of this one.
ever.
Yeah.
Peter, I'm looking at you.
Turned his back on me.
Ever been more insulted by a host ever? You know what this is? You know what this is the equivalent of? Honestly,
I can't even. No.
If you know my history and you know my anger,
You're going to start.
it's at the same level as
You're going to start drawing?
No.
Reading?
As far as disrespect from a co-host, it's at this level when Joel Sherman gave me the palm back in the day.
No.
And I wanted to throw him through the glass. No, I can't do that. I can't do that now.
What was the palm?
So I just checked, by the way. Freddie and Harry got an interview going on right now. That's why Harry's
out,
able to text down.
Yeah.
What does that mean? He's not paying attention to the interview.
No, so I'm talking.
Don't worry, we'll tweet Freddie. We'll get this sorted out.
So I'm talking to Joel Sherman was filling in for Michael, and we knew each other a little bit, and I like Joel, and I think he's a really good guest. Although he never acknowledged my existence when you're talking to Michael.
I thought you were dead.
Thanks, Michael. He would actually at the end of the interview be like, "Thanks, Michael." Like completely ignore me and Peter. So this is before Peter, and I'm going back and forth, and I'm about to say something, and he sticks his palm in my face like, "Don't speak. I'm speaking." And I want to take his body and throw it through the glass. And the only reason I didn't because I'd be too aroused, and we were on yes. And I didn't want him to see how aroused I'd be by throwing him right through the friggin' wall. But I calmed myself, and I was cool. And as you can tell, it hasn't affected me. Nothing. I moved on.
It's a good thing you didn't, though, because I've heard he's a bit of a bulldog. Might be.
Michael,
I'm
just telling you. Again, I like Joel. I didn't appreciate that. There's no way he can take me. Now, you, on the other hand, I can't throw through a wall. No. You can kill me. But I'm not going to look at him.
But it's fine.
You're sickened by him, though.
But
I'd like the rest of the list.
But I gave you 2.
I'll tweet it out.
I gave you 2.
After you finished your little back and forth with Harry, look at me.
First of all,
being trolled by Harry.
He's giving guesses. You said I'm out. I said, no, I'm not out. I'm just doing something right now.
I'm just doing something right now.
I was answering a troll. I had to handle my business.
How do you feel when we go to a caller and the caller's making a point and he goes, "Can you hold on a minute?"
Yeah, I'll get back to you.
What happens? We usually disconnect the guy because it's disrespectful.
Right, it's disrespectful.
But to have that happen to a host, a friend, a person I broke bread with today.
Don gets very. Don does not take disrespect on the air.
Was I not you were disrespected. It's my list, but this is a show.
Yeah, but you put the work in.
Well, now you don't know.
You want me to go home? So I just go home?
No,
there's no going home.
But we still.
I don't want to ruin the show.
I probably should.
Hold on, we have 6 minutes left. I want to hear.
I gave you 2. Are they on the list?
No, I folded the paper.
Can you give me the paper? Give me the paper. Let me take a look at this list.
I'm gonna under protest.
I'm gonna take a look at this list.
Now
you want me to do it? You want me to read it? Yeah, here, Don. You don't finish. Show some respect for yourself. I'll read it.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Don, no, he's done enough.
No, your nose is right up there.
All
look at you.
All right, so we already know
number one is Psycho, as I guessed. I was in on the list.
Boy.
Oh, Lord.
You want to take a guess, anyone? Alan, you threw out North by Northwest.
Correct.
North by Northwest, 1959, if it was a day.
New York City.
Cary Grant, the great Cary Grant.
Oh, my
or
God.
I can't read Don's handwriting. It might be Corey Grant. North by Northwest.
The great Corey Grant.
The great Corey Grant. I have it at 4. Number 4 on the list.
Vertigo on there?
Yeah, I was about to say that was going to be my
Vertigo
answer.
also.
Yeah, Alan threw that out there. Jimmy Stewart, Kim Novak, 1958.
Sure.
I think it's
yeah.
Vertigo, number 5 on the list.
4 and 5?
Yeah. Those are 4 and 5.
So what's 2 and 3 now?
It's 2 and 3.
Birds is an honorable mention.
Yeah.
Birds is an honorable mention.
I'll say this. I never heard of 3.
Okay, what is it?
I've barely heard of 2.
Give me him.
Number 3 would be Rope.
Sure.
Jimmy Stewart.
Never seen it.
They kill someone and
Dead.
put them in a trunk, and then they have a party. in the room while the body is in the trunk. It's really
not a trunk of a car, an actual
actual trunk in the and the whole movie is in the one is just in the one room. It's really good. Very underrated.
Okay,
it's got like an 8.3 on IMDb.
No, I'm gonna look for it. I'm gonna look for it.
Now, an 8.4 is for your number 2 on the list.
And that probably my personal favorite.
Grace Kelly.
Yeah.
Jimmy Stewart. Rear Window.
I think I have seen that one.
2. He's got a broken leg.
Yes.
And he's stuck in his bedroom looking at the neighbors through the rear window of his apartment, and he sees somebody murdered. And he's got to just figure out how it all took place while sitting in the mirror and in the window trying to convince everybody that this thing happened. It's very well done.
Number 5, Vertigo. Number 4, North by Northwest. Number 3, Rope. Number 2, Rear Window. Number 1, Psycho. Your top 5 Alfred Hitchcock films of all time.
I got the honorable mentions: The Birds
and Lifeboat.
Lifeboat, which the entire movie they're on a lifeboat. And Alfred
not much of a budget with a lot of these
Alfred
movies.
Hitchcock put himself in every movie.
In bit parts.
As a cameo. Maybe he's walking on a bus in North by Northwest. But in Lifeboat, it's all these people on a lifeboat. He's in the movie. One of them has got a newspaper, and there's a picture of him in the newspaper. See, that's the mind that we're talking about.
And he just does a little bit.
Yeah, see, that's Alfred. That's my top 5 Alfred Hitchcock. And I want to thank Peter, who was out, but he participated.
Well, it's called being a team.
And Alan had decided this is the best time to have a conversation with somebody else at the company.
Funny.
Big name,
It's
former
so
wide receiver,
Yeah.
does a radio show on the network,
Right.
big name personality.
Big Hawks fan who won't
actually
shut
being
up.
interviewed while he's going back and forth.
You know what's funny though?
Oh, it's all right.
I gave you 2 guesses while texting.
You know, my mom called at 4:20 yesterday.
On the air.
It was an accident. She didn't mean to call me because she knows I'm on the air. You know what? If I had known this was going to happen, I would have taken a call.
Wow.
And that's my mom. But I ignored the call. You know why I ignored the call, Peter? You have any idea?
Respect.
Mm-hmm. And when you do what Alan did, what don't you have?
Respect.
Thank you.
I got to tell you, I'm not saying this is a diss.
Did we have a box of tissue somewhere in here? I mean, is it the amount of emotion that is pouring through this room right now?
He's hurt.
It's like
it's speaking on the realities of the moment.
I drive a Dodge Stratus.
Am I in tears, Jacob?
Sure feels like it.
Oh, Harry
You're not in tears.
This guy's Ralph Tresvant all of a sudden.
It does hurt you a little bit.
Emotional.
You want a little more respect for
Well, you know what?
What is this respect?
But how do you feel,
I'm
Jacob?
listening.
How do you
listening.
feel?
He asked me if I'm out. I'm like, no, I'm not out. You have any guesses? Give me a second.
Yeah.
Peter gave a guess.
Yeah, give
I
a
had
second.
2 off the top of the dome. I
give
just
him a
had to
second.
wait a second.
In
Just
his
to finish
defense.
a thought.
In his defense, just give me a second.
Yeah, just give me a second.
Jacob, how do you feel about running a board that doesn't matter to 1/3 of the hosts?
Which third?
You know what? It
Does
hurts.
that put you in a way?
Be careful.
It definitely hurts me because I was looking forward to the list.
Yeah.
Right.
Don teased it. He said it was something
And
that
Jacob's
wasn't in our
in.
wheelhouse.
Jacob's
Oh, yeah.
in.
Why didn't you offer any suggestions?
Oh, I did.
We did.
I guess he didn't hear that either.
Down for murder was mine.
for murder?
What? It's
Yeah, I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that.
need a bigger. We need to get.
I didn't hear that one because I had to shoot back
Yeah.
at Harry.
Yeah, he was texting with Reggie Miller trying to.
See, he still won't stop.
Harry Douglas had a 1,000-yard season in 2013.
He was a good receiver.
I have like no recollection.
I don't either. Is that weird?
Falcons. He
None.
had some good years there. He went to the Titans, and that was kind of it.
I have no.
Yeah.
I know so many random wide receivers in the NFL.
Yeah.
I don't know why I don't
Yeah,
remember.
Matty Ice was throwing him footballs.
This
man.
one missed me.
Missed me completely.
I don't feel.
I thought he was much older. I just looked him up, and he's only 41.
How do you think Freddie feels? Because he won't stop sending me texts.
Well, we'll find out because I said, hey, Coleman, ESPN, if you've lost H. Douglas 83 in this segment, it's because he's texting Alan Hahn, who's ignoring Don LaGreca and Rosenberg Radio. Figured we'd give you the heads up.
Wow. So it's like they're like having a love affair, these guys, and ignoring their partners.
Michael, there were occasions where I felt disrespected by Michael.
Sure.
Maybe there was an unintentional disrespect that
But
I
this
took.
was-
This
no, this
was
was-
actual disrespect.
This was-
and even in his defense, he dug himself a grave.
I'm not defending anything.
Well, you can't.
Well, how
It's
can I
not-
defend it?
Because you can't defend
I'm
it.
right here.
You
There's
can't
a camera
defend it.
on me. They
Can't
know.
defend it.
But I'm sorry.
You were out on the list
Douglas
and the
wants
show.
to start talking trash. A guy that wouldn't shut up after wins. Now all of a sudden crickets. You know he's got to hear about
Let's
it.
get
That's
him
all.
on. Why don't we all appreciate this little show you're doing on
No,
the
I'm
side?
done with him. I'm done.
He's moving on now.
This is back in the early
They're
days.
on a show that we are also on at the same time.
I don't get why can't he do the same thing? You know why he's not going to do the same thing?
Respect.
Because he's not disrespecting his partners.
Just this stuff.
You know what?
The drama is.
This is almost to the equivalent of back in the early stages of the Michael Kay show, where Joey Salvia would do his own show on MySpace. That's how long ago
I don't
we
remember
started.
that was a thing.
MySpace.
This is how long ago we were on 10-1. MySpace hasn't been a thing for like 2 decades.
It's been a long time.
I think it's still a thing, though.
Is it?
No.
It's long gone?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yep.
Is it down?
No, not down. There's no thing.
I mean,
like if I go to
nobody uses
myspace.com, is anything there?
Nothing's
I
there.
don't know.
Your top 8 is gone.
Well, you know what? Alan, during the next segment, we'll check it out.
I'm going to create a MySpace.
It's during the next segment. Don Hahn and Rosenberg, call us. Tell us what you think about
what you've
an
witnessed.
epic moment on Don Hahn and
And
Rosenberg.
if you're in the middle of a text, we'll wait.
Yeah, we'll hold on for you. We care.
And then there's an E&N. Maybe Alan will be out on that at 6 o'clock.
Oh, you can guarantee that.
Oh my God! What?
Scorched earth.
MySpace is dead, right?
Let me see.
There's nothing there.
I clicked on it and it was not what I expected. But no,
It doesn't look the same, but it looks like a very much.
There is a MySpace.com,
but it's not MySpace.
Yes, you can still access.
Like the generic OnlyFans now.
Yeah, what is that? You can access
You
your
can
account?
access your old MySpace profiles, but of course, major limitations.
Interesting.
Yeah, right now it's just it functions primarily as a music-focused entertainment website and archive owned by Timing.
I'm sure it has tens and tens of members.
Well, good luck with that. So we confirmed that MySpace is dead, just nobody told it. Don Hahn and Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
Damn right! Tonight in Game 5, they take a 3-2 series lead in the opening round with a 29-point win over the Atlanta Hawks.
The Hawks.
Their mindset was to come out and try to bully us and be physical, and they did that.
NBA playoffs.
The toughest game to win is the one that ends someone's season. So we got to be super disciplined. We got to execute at the highest level.
Game 6 coverage gets underway tomorrow night at 6 on 880 and the ESPN New York app.
Partner with Amazon Hub Delivery to earn extra revenue for your business with your business. Assist with local Amazon deliveries and get paid for each package you deliver. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. You'll gain extra revenue, increase exposure for your business, and connect with your neighbors. Plus, it's easy to get started with no delivery experience, long-term contracts, or startup costs required. If you're interested in learning more, visit Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
This is Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York.
The Jets had a terrific night. We all understand that we don't know draft picks until we know them, but on paper, they had a phenomenal night.
Now the results have to happen. Now the Jets are not going to be pushed around. And next year, you're going to have more salary cap space than anybody. And by the way, you'll have 3 first-round draft picks.
Bart Scott, Chris Carlin, weekdays at 10 a.m. on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
There are a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Lease a new 2026 Mazda CX-30 2.5S all-wheel drive for $219 for 36 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for details. VIN TM133469. MSRP $28,065. Zero security deposit. Ends 4/30/26.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
The New York Jets select David Bailey, Kenyon Sadiq, Omar Cooper Jr., wide receiver, Indiana.
You had Garrett Wilson, you have Breece Hall, you have Cooper. All of a sudden, this pathetic cast of weapons is legitimate. And now you go through the season, and then hopefully next year's draft you get the quarterback, and all of a sudden you can start to see the dominoes kind of falling into place.
Morning Start with DiPietro and Rothenberg. Weekdays from 6 to 10 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
D'Agostino, Law Bite Back. This is John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates. Did you know Social Security takes money out of every paycheck you earn, paycheck after paycheck, and you're not supposed to touch that money until you're 67? What if you can't work? What if you need that money now? The system is challenging and most people get denied. That's a fact. D'Agostino & Associates has the experience to win, and we win a lot. If you filed for Social Security disability benefits and were denied, Let us appeal. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. Bite Back means fight back. 1-800-248-3222. We'll fight to get you paid. D'Agostino & Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and handles Social Security disability claims and appeals. Remember, if you've been denied, call us first. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. D'Agostino & Associates. We win. A lot.
Tricon Construction is expanding across New Jersey, taking on larger, more complex commercial projects and delivering at a big league level. If you're a developer who values precision, accountability, and execution, you need a construction partner who understands what's at stake, timelines, capital, reputation. That's Tricon. They're building the right way with experienced leadership, disciplined project management, and a team that shows up ready. Serious projects, serious results. Visit TriconBuilds.com, TriconBuilds.com.
It's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. Right now, Pella Windows and Doors of New Jersey is offering up to 25% off windows and doors and 0% financing for 24 months. Some restrictions may apply. See store for details. Offer ends April 30th, 2026.
Evan Cohen here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app, share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required, not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
There are a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Lease a new 2026 Mazda CX-50 hybrid preferred all-wheel drive for $259 for 36 months, or buy with 1.9% APR for 60 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for lease details. VIN TN155263, MSRP $37,455. Zero security deposit. APR at $17.48 per month per $1,000 financed. Ends 4/30/26. Yankees losing 3-0.
Not great.
Let me give you the line on Rodriguez making his major league debut, and he went 4 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts. The walks got him in trouble.
He had serious control issues right from the start.
But, giving him a chance here to see what he can do. The Yankees have already taken the first 2 games of this series. They've won, 6 of the 7 games on the road trip.
Yeah, Valdi really held him in check. 7 innings, 7 strikeouts, 4 hits. So he's out of the game now, though, so we'll see if the Yankees can take advantage of the bullpen.
Now, I wanted to get your honest opinion on this, because some people don't have a problem with it. Some people do. I'm kind of on the fence about it. If I had to answer, do I like it or not, I'd probably say I don't like it. But, the Mets win 8-0 over the Nationals. All right, and they finally, get something going here. And they have to sweep this series just to have a winning homestand against these, average to lousy teams that they played, like the Rockies playing the Nationals now, and they started this the homestand against the Twins. So the Mets win the game 8-0. Had a big, 4th inning they scored, 7 runs in the inning. So Juan Soto is interviewed by Steve Gelbs after the game on SNY, and it's in the stadium.
Gelbsy.
So everybody gets a chance to hear this interview that aired on SNY and was saw live at Citi Field after the 8-0 victory.
This is just the beginning. We're starting something special right here. We're trying to go all the way. This is just a little taste of what it's going to be at the end.
What has given you the confidence that this group has what it takes to get this thing turned around now?
I mean, you just got to go from the top to the bottom. We have a great lineup. There's a lot of teams out there that would have loved to have a lineup like this, so I feel like we have all the talent on the board.
Now, the last part, I don't mind. I don't think they have all the talent in the world. Certainly that's in question.
It's a bit strong.
Yeah, the Dodgers do.
But why not just say, hey, this is we're trying to turn it around, and we feel like a game like this can kind of get us going. Right, well, take it all the way. Stop.
I
understand you're supposed to have confidence. I love when people go, what is he supposed to say? Well, what he's supposed to say is, hey, maybe this is the start of us trying to get back on track. How about getting back to 500? You're 10-19, okay? Stop talking out of your you-know-what about a championship. And, hey, let's try to get a winning homestand. Let's see if we can climb back to 500. Let's see if we can do something here rather than, we're going to ride this all the way to a champ. Why? Why do players do that? Do they really think that we're going to be suckered in and go, yeah, Juan Soto says we're going to win, so it's going to be okay?
I think he just said we're going to take it all the way. I don't think he didn't say championship, but I know it kind of implies that when you say all the way. I think he was just saying a bunch of stuff. I don't think anything. I don't think he was saying anything with his chest. I don't think there was any emotion in that. I think he was just giving you platitudes. I think he was just saying.
I think that's the problem with the Mets. Whether it's Steve Cohen tweeting, everything, it's early, this happens at that. I don't want to be treated like an infant, okay? I guess that's what it really comes down to as a Met fan at 58 years old, seen one championship in the last 40 years, is stop telling me everything's going to be okay. Like you're patting me on the forehead after I skin my knee, all right? And you're putting the Neosporin on my knee saying, don't worry, honey, it's going to be fine. The pain's going to go away. This will be gone in no time, honey. Don't worry about it. Why do I got to be talked to like I'm 5? Why can't we just talk to me like a baseball fan and say, we just had a big win, but you know what? It's just one win.
I agree.
We got to string some things together here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I completely agree with that part. I don't understand why. And we've gotten into an era of this, haven't we? Where there's a lot of teams that don't speak plainly anymore to the fan base. You talk down to the fan base. From management up. Well, I think players still, for the most part, players will say what they feel a lot of the times, but they have learned how to be fake. Coaches, a lot of the times, will be careful with what they say. But I think general managers and team presidents and owners, I don't think they ever tell you what they're really thinking. I don't think they ever show you any true, talking to the fan at the fan's level.
You know why that is?
It's corporate.
And some of them are insulting, and some of them don't mean to be that way. But I think when you live in the inner circle of whatever sport, could be any sport, they look at the fans as lesser than. They don't know. They don't know what it's like. They don't know what they're talking about.
Right.
We know they don't know.
Yeah, they're yo-yos.
So they are kind of talking to you like you're an infant because that's kind of like how they treat you.
Yeah.
You're on the outside, we're on the inside. And I don't think some players don't care and they will insult you with that attitude. But I think they all have it. We probably all have it too. Like, if we're criticized for what we do on the radio show, we can always say, "Oh, what do they know? They never did radio. They're stupid." Well, that's kind of the way they look at it. They can insult us about not being good at baseball. What do they know? They're just fans, Here,
let's just tell them these things, and that'll keep them quiet.
But why not? And I get that you're paid to know more than us, but the one thing I will fight to the death about in New York, you could talk about how passionate we are, how diehard we are. The one thing I will say, in all sports, I think New York fans are some of the most educated. They know what they're watching. They follow it. They understand the game. And I just wish that sometimes you'd get these general managers, you get these players, you get these head coaches to kind of talk to you, not as an equal, but at least as somebody that does have skin in the game, that does follow, that does know some things. We all know that we're not equals. I get it. But when I get talked to like I'm a moron, that's when you lose me, man.
But
that's when you lose me.
Don, this is what we have learned, though, especially in the age of social media, is that for a lot of owners and general managers and team presidents, anybody that is in management in sports, what you say can and will be used against you in and out of context. For what?
Ever.
For likes, clicks, and all the other stuff, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so you have to be careful just so that doesn't happen. I don't want to be in the algorithm. So let's not say these things. A great example is this guy was one of probably my favorite people to cover in my career. And it was because every day you never knew what you were going to get. The notebook could be filled, and it would be awesome. And it was Mike Milbury.
Yeah.
Mike he shot from the lip. He was not somebody that would give you any type of corporate speak about something. He was not built that way. He was a plain speaker. He was an old school guy. He would tell you the truth. Sometimes he would massage the truth to his favor, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you always got something. You never felt cheated when you talked to him. Sometimes you were insulted, but you live with it because that's just the life. Like, that's how he was.
Right.
That doesn't exist anymore. No one can be like that. Even Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones talks to the media every day. Does he ever say anything? Does he really ever say anything anymore?
Not much, but more than
only if
some.
it's because he wants to put something out there, so he sprinkles a little something out there, and he knows it's going to create a headline. But for the most part, Jerry doesn't say anything anymore. Nobody does. Because it just can't happen in sports. But I'm with you. I hate that.
Steve Kerr does. The vets.
That's a little different, though. What Steve does is coach. I'm talking about management and above.
Above that.
Coaches have to talk every day, so coaches have to tell you things and talk. I'm talking about the general manager, the once in a while he talks to the media. Yeah. The owner, every now and then when he talks to the media. You're just not getting that emotion and the plain speak and the to your level kind of conversations anymore. The let me open up to you about this stuff. Instead, it's, well, we understood this and we know that. It's almost like I'm in full control. I'm never going to show you that I had a weak moment. When you know what? Sometimes you do have to show yourself that you are human. Hey, you know what? We made this move. We screwed up. We had to fix it. Like, it doesn't exist anymore. And so Soto is just another example of it. He's just saying things that he thinks people want to hear. I don't know if he really means it.
Hahn and Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
Hey, this is Jalen Brunson.
What's up, Knicks fans? This is Josh Hart.
Knicks fans, it's Mikal Bridges, and this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN and the ESPN New York app.
All right, spring's here, and you know what that means. It's time to get that grill going, and if you're not shopping at Wild Fork Foods, you're doing it all wrong. Right now, you get bacon-wrapped pork rounds for $2 each. $2. That's not normal. And chicken thighs for $2 a pound. That's awesome quality at a great value. Everything's blast frozen, so it actually tastes fresh. You got 7 stores or same-day delivery at wildforkfoods.com. Wild Fork Foods, quality meat, wild prices.
What's up, my friends? This is Francisco Lindor.
This is Devin Williams. This is Luke Weaver. Bo Bichette here. You're listening to the home of New York Mets baseball.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
And now it's time for traffic. Here's Brandy Scott.
Thanks, guys. We still have the Royals in town over at 30 Rock by Rockefeller Center. You want to stay away from 5th and 6th Avenue in the 40s. They're going to be on the move later on, heading over to Columbus Circle, so plan for lots of frozen zones and closures in that area. Belt westbound, not done cleaning up this car fire in Brooklyn. Still have the left lane out by Erskine Street. You're jammed there from Sunrise Highway in Queens. Slow go on the Grand Central westbound. A crash in the right lane by Kew Gardens. Then you've got some more company heading over to Citi Field and Northern Boulevard. The Mets are home later on tonight. Inbound George about 5 to 10 for the upper deck. Cross Bronx westbound just slammed heading over to the outbound George from the Bronx River Parkway. Outbound Lincoln Orania 15 to 20. Outbound Holland 10 to 15. This report is sponsored by the New York City Department of Transportation. Speeding ruins lives. Drivers, watch out for pedestrians and cyclists and slow your turns to less than 5 miles an hour. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Mother's Day is coming, and you gotta show love to the mothers in your life. Between my mom and my wife, who is now a first-time mom, I got a lot of appreciation I need to show. So yeah, Mother's Day matters, and you gotta get it right. That's why I'm sending farm fresh flowers from the Books Company. Right now, get 25% off with my code Canty. Books flowers are cut fresh, so you get bigger, brighter blooms that last way longer. They've got incredible flowers. Some are even growing on the side of a volcano. And the best part, Books makes it easy. Pick the bouquet, the delivery date, and you're done. No last-minute panic. That's why Books has over 55,000 five-star reviews. With 25% off using code Canty, grab flowers for your mom, your wife, and grandma too. Mother's Day is May 10th, so don't wait. Go to Books.com, use code Canty for 25% off. That's BOUQS.com, use code Canty. Books.com, code Canty.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
That's ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
Harry Douglas here. Game day brings the excitement. Your stay should feel just as memorable.
With Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA and U.S. Soccer, you're connected to a portfolio of brands designed for how you travel. Some offer complimentary breakfast, others give you room to spread out, space to stay productive, or extended stay comforts. So whether you're a traveling fan or part of the team, Marriott Bonvoy celebrates the moments that live on before and after the game. Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Game Time is brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, because when it's game time...
It's time! It's totally time.
Yankees and the Rangers, they're moving to the bottom of the eighth inning in Arlington, and the Rangers have a 3-0 lead on the Yankees. The young pitcher, he was okay, not great. Rodriguez walked 4, struck out 3, allowed a couple of hits, allowed 4 runs. He's on the hook for this game right now as he gave up the 2 runs. Bird gave up a run in relief, so they're in the bottom of the eighth inning, but the Yankees have it in cruise control pretty much all year. The Mets will try to make it 2 in a row against the Nationals. That will follow us with coverage beginning at 6:30, first pitches at 7:10. Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cast matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Want to hear from you at 1-800-919-3776, because the Knicks stabilized the situation. They did exactly what we wanted them to do. On Friday, we were in full panic mode. They were down 2-1. What are we doing? You know, typical Knicks, can't handle prosperity. They went out and crushed the Hawks in 2 straight. And now they get a chance to finish this off in 6. They caught a break last night with the Celtics losing. So there's a scenario with that game being in Philadelphia for Game 6 that, who knows, maybe the Knicks wrap it up tomorrow, and the Sixers and the Celtics are going to play a Game 7 on Saturday, and it's the Knicks that might be well-rested. Now, I think they're both winning tomorrow, but it sets up a fantastic series. It'll be all even, everybody healthy, everybody well-rested going in. Do you have any speculation, Alan, if both wrap it up Thursday, when Game 1 would be?
You know, they've sent out an email about
gotta be Sunday
potential scheduling last night, because I wanted to look at, they just did the Times. That's the email for the Times. I was trying to figure out what would Saturday be, because there is the Derby. NBC's got the game after, you would think. So you have Denver, Minnesota is a 6 also tomorrow night, right?
Right.
So if that is won by Denver,
they would most likely have their Game 7 on Saturday.
That's a Saturday, right? And you can't. It's going to be in Denver, so you can't play that game in the early afternoon, before the race, right?
But you could still, if you put it on after the race. The Derby's at 6.
Yeah.
So you could probably have it for 7,
like an 8,
and then that would be a 5 o'clock tip on a Saturday in Denver. That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Have they made TBD for the possible Game 7?
They haven't. I have not seen a TBD for that. No.
But that's what it says.
But
right?
the Game 7s are all for Saturday, right? So the Knicks would be a Game 7 would be Saturday, and Boston would be a Saturday, like all that. But the Game 1 thing is what's interesting, because what do you do if there are 0 Game 7s? So that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Well, all
because
right. Spurs, Thunder have advanced.
Yeah.
All right. You've got the Lakers tonight against the Rockets.
And they could end their series tonight. And if they don't, Game 6 would be Friday.
It would be Friday.
Right.
So there's no chance of Lakers-Rockets being played after the Derby. So really, looking at it, the only 2 potential...
I might be wrong about that. That game might be...
Well, they were
really stretching that schedule out for that series. Everybody was accusing them, because I believe Game 7 of that series is like Monday or Tuesday. Here we go. Schedule.
All right. So Cavs Raptors are not playing Saturday. Their potential game 7 would be Sunday.
Well, yeah, it would have to be because remember they're off. They're
Right.
they're tonight also.
Right. Now the Pistons, they're also Friday, Sunday.
Yeah, they're
so
playing.
there's no,
Anyone
so
playing tonight
the only
is
game
Friday.
7 that they could put on after the Derby on Saturday would be Nuggets T-Wolves. So if the Nuggets win tonight, that's most likely the game 7 after the Derby on NBC.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you mean and then have to win again?
What's that?
It's 3-1, right?
It's 3-2.
3-2 now.
Oh, it's already 3-2.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if the Nuggets win tonight, they even the series. They go back to Denver, and their potential game 7 is listed as a Saturday. So that logically would be the game after the Derby.
Yeah.
Now, if the T-Wolves win tonight and end the series, then there would not be a game for NBC to air after the Derby. And you wonder,
got to have a game 1 there.
then you would put game 1 Celtics Knicks.
You'd put a game 1 there
If possible.
if both teams finish.
If both teams finish tomorrow.
And what if they don't?
Well, that's a game 7.
Then the game 7.
Sorry. Oh, then they get a game 7.
Yeah.
Okay. But what if one does and one doesn't?
The game 7 and the other one just stays home. The game 7 wins out.
The only games scheduled for Saturday right now are Nuggets and T-Wolves game 7 or the potential game 7 for Knicks and Hawks. If both of those series end before a game 7, then I would think logically NBC would want Celtics Knicks game 1.
Yeah, you would think so.
So that'd be good, right? I would think
also
from a rhythm standpoint.
Celtics Sixers game 7 would be set for Saturday.
Right.
So you have the potential of 3 game 7s or no game 7.
All right, so
that's where we're at.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
And if you get one, that's the one that you're going to take the game 7, I think. I don't care who it is. You're taking the game 7 on a Saturday.
But potentially it feels like the Celtics will wrap it up, the Knicks will wrap it up, but and Denver will force a game 7 because Minnesota's all banged up.
Which then tells me that game 1 would be Sunday.
All right, you could live with that.
Right? Because you could have a game 7 on Sunday also in the other series.
So if you get in that Sunday game would probably, you think it'd be an afternoon game?
A game 1 would be the afternoon. A game 7 would be the evening.
So if you're the Knicks and you play the game in Atlanta, your game's at 7.
Yeah.
So when your game ends, Celtics and Sixers will still be playing.
Yeah, that's a 7:30, right?
So would you think the plan would be stay over in Atlanta and then Friday fly to Boston?
No, you wouldn't need to.
Or would you go?
You need to know because if game 1 is Sunday, you don't need to go to Boston. You just go right home. You come home that night. You have a Friday home, and then Saturday you go to Boston.
Saturday maybe have a shoot around practice, and then go to Boston.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, you go to Boston later in the day, and that sets you
so
up.
That's nothing.
Which I would expect a game 1 probably would be an afternoon because you got to think again. You'd want to have a game 7 for the NBC block on Sunday.
And there's no, and of course NBC would want the game 7 Nuggets.
Of course you would. Yeah, you'd take the game 7 for sure, and then the Knicks Celtics could be the 3:30 vehicle on ABC.
Now, if they all go 7,
wow.
Which do you think? I think
That's
NBC would
call.
take Celtics Sixers.
Really?
Because the two markets combined, right? Boston, Philly.
Game 7 at the Garden, and potentially for you to say this potentially could be our last New York game of the year.
Understood, but if I'm an executive, and I listen, I know New York equates to ratings, but what game do I think has the potential to be the best?
Sizzle,
right? I mean, I would
even of all the options for Saturday night.
Yeah, you got Nuggets, T-Wolves, which again you don't have huge markets there, right?
No, and if they somehow get there,
all you have is Jokic.
So then the instinct would be, but
what's the Ant-Man update, by the way?
He's done. Not playing.
Not coming back.
He's week to week, right?
He would not. He would not be available for the rest of the series.
Yeah.
So you're getting a sort of like sleepwalking Nuggets team against an Ant-Man-less T-Wolves. Not as sexy as it could, even for a game.
Now you got Knicks. It's New York. It's the Garden.
Yeah,
that's sexy because you got the number 1 market in the country.
Every celebrity in creation will be at that game sitting courtside, so you're always putting that on the screen.
But if I'm an executive, then you have Celtics, Sixers. Now, both can end up being blowouts.
Mm-hmm.
But which one of those game 7s do you think has the best chance to be an epic game? Because I just feel like if the Knicks play with their food and force a game, I think they're killing the Hawks at the Garden. Like, would you feel the same way about Celtics Sixers, or would you think that potentially would be a better game?
If the Sixers win Game 6 and do it in a fashion of more Embiid and they just can't deal with Embiid,
then you never know.
Then that Game 7 gets real interesting.
Yeah,
because it really is two superstars and a whole bunch of role players.
So take the Nick part out of it for you.
Yeah,
like what do you as an executive at NBC? What seems sexier?
Yeah, well, I mean, again, it's two old school franchises, 76ers and the Celtics, right? And Embiid being a star and Paul George being a star, and then you got Tatum and Brown, and yeah, that and it's two markets that are going to be bigger than Atlanta. So you're going to get a bigger draw, more eyeballs on a team like those two versus eyeballs on a team like the Hawks, right?
Now,
so you're going to probably go with that game as your feature game. But where do you put the other Game 7 then?
You could put it on before the Derby.
Ugh. A Game 7 and
well, you can't put it on. Now you could put Nuggets T-Wolves after.
Isn't there a thing about that though? You can't, because what if the game goes to overtime? You can't overlap the Derby.
Well, they used to do that. The NBC,
remember these
would always put a hockey game on before.
Yeah, I remember.
And it would be an issue. There'd be 3 overtimes, and then they would have to move the hockey game to another play. I don't know if the NBA would allow that to happen, but really, what's the potential?
CNBC.
But Anthony, really, what's the potential of having 3 overtimes? If you started that game at 1 Eastern, it's going to be, or 2, it's going to be over before they start the Derby. It might interfere with their coverage, but it won't interfere with the actual race. You're not going to have a 4-hour NBA game.
No. You're talking about a 2.5-hour game.
Now and NBC would have all of them, right?
No, I don't think so, because I do think Prime is still involved first round.
Oh, ABC Game 7 on Prime.
No, you can't.
Here's how I think it would go.
You can't.
You put.
I mean, they had a game on Peacock.
You either
earlier.
put Knicks, Hawks, Celtics, Sixers at 1. Then you put which one you don't choose in the East after the Derby at 7.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Nuggets, T-Wolves, which would be in Denver. Have that be the 10 o'clock.
Oof.
That's an 8 o'clock tip in Denver.
Yeah, no, you're right.
But doesn't that make sense? If NBC's going to have all of them, that would be the way you do it.
Mm-hmm. Again, it could be a lot. It could be nothing.
I don't think we're going to have 3 Game 7s. But that would be epic for the NBA. But you can't put. Can you put a Game 7 on Prime?
I got to tell you though, none of the Game 7s are coming from series where it's been every game's hard fought. Now we got a Game 7.
Well, Nuggets T-Wolves would feel like a thing. No, they were fighting each other.
Through 4, it was whatever. You know what I'm saying? There was no classic game in the first 4 games of that series. I hear what you're saying, but none of these. I'm not getting moved.
No, it'll be interesting
on any of these.
But you're sitting there and you're just wondering, where there could be a Game 7.
There is
where
no
the hell
Prime.
It's be.
Yeah, I don't see Prime.
Yeah, I wouldn't think they'd put a Game 7 on Prime.
ABC, ESPN afternoon, and I think NBC has the evening. So that's the wraparound. So the ABC, ESPN.
So you got a doubleheader on ABC.
You could do that before the Derby. Yeah.
Now the question, so you'd have a doubleheader. So
you could do it that way.
What, 1 or would be like a 3 and 7:30 on ABC?
Probably. Yeah. Probably.
So so who gets prime time? The Knicks or the Celtics? It's interesting. I know we're biased because we're New York, but the Hawks throw a wrench into it because Hawks are not very interesting to the country.
No,
Sixers
you're right.
are.
Yeah,
there's a history.
Embiid.
Bit, yeah. I just think Sixers Celtics is sexier than Knicks Hawks for NBC for prime time.
You say that, but then earlier in the series, NBC chose to put the Knicks Hawks on the channel, and the Celtics and the Sixers on Peacock. But that was also because without Embiid, everybody thought this was going to be a walk.
Well, they thought it was going to be a walkover.
Yeah.
But now
you got Game 7
with Embiid.
Yeah, you get that.
Again,
market.
we got the what I call it, the scurvy. What I fall onto Legionnaires.
Legionnaires.
Then it changed, but it's so interesting. TV is just so foreign to me as far as what works and what they consider sex. Because sometimes they do why at that time, and all that. So it's kind of crazy. But they do have, with the game being in Denver, that's going to be the last game.
Yeah,
because it's in Denver with the time difference.
Mm-hmm.
But with the games being in New York and Boston, That would probably be the doubleheader on ABC.
Yeah.
And NBC would get.
I mean, what's the likelihood we get 3 Game 7s?
Very unlikely.
I would say that, right? I think the highest probability is 1, and 2 is also a distinct possibility.
Here's how I would rank it. I would bet there's definitely going to be a Game 7 Nuggets T-Wolves.
Yeah,
I think the Nuggets are winning Game 6 in Minnesota because Minnesota's banged up. There will be a Game 7 there.
Okay.
I think that's going to be the only Game 7.
Only one.
And then the one that I would say on the other end of the spectrum, there's no Game 7 in Knicks Hawks. I think the Knicks close it out.
Yeah.
So if I were to rank it, most likely Nuggets T-Wolves, then I'd go Celtics Sixers, and the least likely would be Knicks Hawks.
I don't think we're going to have a Game 7 in that between either Boston or New York. I think both of them take care of business. Boston has to know when they walked off the court, what the hell did we just do here, right?
And take it out on them. But with the game being in Philadelphia, it's
just emotion. You know, they had a ton of Boston fans in Philadelphia. Philadelphia, look, just on a side note, Philly talks so much about being a tough sports town and all the way they are with their teams, and they talk so much trash. They have, they have their own style of sports talk radio there, which is much different than what traditional New York sports talk radio is, depending on where you listen. But the Philadelphia style has always been this toughness thing. And yet, it's amazing when it comes to the Sixers, they love the Eagles. They love the Flyers. They love the Phillies. How much do they love the Sixers?
See, I've always argued with that.
First round, they had Celtics fans, just like they had Knicks fans in the building. They sell their tickets to opposing fans, and that arena, for that team, you would think in a town like Philly, you're going to go there as an opposing jersey on, you're going to get your ass kicked. No. You're louder than they are.
Listen, I'm an outsider. But as an outsider that has gone to Philly games, I'd go to Giants, Phillies, take Nancy down to Philadelphia to see the Giants. Watching the Eagles. Forget the Eagles are number one. Forget it.
Yeah.
All right. But, calling Flyer games, you walk into that building, it's the Flyers building. Everything's orange. I've always argued with Andrew Gunling about this. And he says no. He says the Flyers are 4 in Philly. But he was also a big Sixer fan. His family were season ticket holders to the Sixers. So he felt biased. I've always kind of felt like the Sixers were 4.
Don, I covered both.
Oh,
right? The Flyers are ahead of the Sixers when it comes to true passion. I've been in that building for both teams in playoff games. And the Flyer passion is way higher than the Sixer passion. And it's probably because the process and the Embiid stuff, I think Sixer fans are probably we're into it when they're good, but this is getting ridiculous. You don't know what to trust anymore. As I said, if you told the Sixer fan, tomorrow there's going to be a report that Embiid is questionable with knee soreness. They're like, I can see that.
Of course.
So I think their energy is just not there with this team because they don't really believe in it.
Well, they've been trusting the process for how long?
They don't trust it anymore.
Well, and even before that.
But I do feel
the
like
Iverson years is one championship appearance where they got dominated by the Lakers.
Yeah.
Iverson was a folk hero, of course, and still is, but that's kind of...
But even that brought you to close and not that close.
And what else did you have? Charles Barkley. What else did you have? So I think...
Dr. J.
Now you're going back.
You're going way back.
We're way back.
And that's when that place was, the Spectrum was a dangerous place to go for an opposing fan. I'm just saying... I don't know if the passion is behind that Sixers, so that's why Boston can go into Philly tomorrow night. And I don't think there's any type of intense atmosphere of wow, this is a tough place to play. Same thing for the Knicks. They're going to go down to Atlanta and probably feel the same way.
Yeah, there's going to be tons of Knicks fans in Atlanta for Game 6, especially with the Hawks facing elimination. 1-800-919-3776, line of the table. Game over in Texas. Rangers have shut out the Yankees 3-0. Mets Nationals coming up at the bottom of the 6 o'clock hour. That'll be on 880. It's Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg hanging out with you until 6:30 on ESPN New York. But Alan, you got something.
Yeah, I do, because if you own a business, I need you to listen up here, because every block is a business. Every minute counts, and Amazon Hub Delivery lets you earn extra revenue from the business that you already run. How? Listen, so you and your staff can deliver packages right in your neighborhood on a schedule that works for you. It's a smart way to keep your hustle going, bring in more revenue, more visibility, and staying connected to the community you serve every day. How about Christine? She's the owner of All Breed Cat and Dog Grooming in Verona, New Jersey. She loves the flexibility of Amazon Hub Delivery because she takes dog grooming She takes grooming appointments, I should say, in the morning, then delivers packages in the afternoon around her business's schedule. Getting started, it's easy. No delivery experience, no long-term contracts, no startup costs either. New York local businesses, are you ready to make your next move? Visit Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. You want to check this out. It's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
The Knicks.
Tonight in Game 5, they take a 3-2 series lead in the opening round with a 29-point win over the Atlanta Hawks.
The Hawks.
Their mindset was to come out and try to bully us and be physical, and they did that.
The NBA playoffs.
The toughest game to win is the one that ends someone's season, so we got to be super disciplined. We got to execute at the highest level.
Game 6 coverage gets underway tomorrow night at 6 on 880 and the ESPN New York app.
D'Agostino, Law, Bite Back. This is John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates, and I know how a serious accident can change your life just like that.
I'm Jenna D'Agostino, and I understand that with pain comes medical bills and time out of work. Let us get you justice.
This is John Ryan, the closer. For over 35 years, our family has been getting accident victims every dollar they deserve.
I started this firm for the injured so they can bite back against the insurance companies.
Our legacy is to get you justice. Bite back.
To get you paid. Bite back.
At D'Agostino & Associates, bite back means fight back. When you're hurt and they blame you, we bite back and get you every dollar you deserve. We have offices throughout New York and New Jersey, so call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. 1-800-248-3222. I've been there, and I'll be there for you.
Hey Yankees fans, come out to Yankee Stadium on Saturday, May 2nd for the Yankees' annual Star Wars Day. Enjoy special appearances by some of your favorite Star Wars characters, and the first 18,000 guests in attendance will receive a max-free Mandalorian bobblehead. Get your tickets now for Saturday, May 2nd, Star Wars Day at Yankee Stadium. For tickets, visit yankees.com/tickets. And may the Force be with you.
Life is motion, but for Jaime, debilitating pain in both hips brought everything, including family time, to a halt.
Every doctor told me the same thing. They would do one hip at a time.
At White Plains Hospital, Dr. Jacob Totka's unique expertise provided an alternate approach by replacing both of Jaime's hips on the same day.
In just 2 hours, I got 2 new hips, and I went home that day.
White Plains Hospital, among the best hospitals anywhere that just so happens to be here. A member of the Montefiore Health System.
This is Rick Brunson, the assistant coach from the New York Knicks. I'll be driving to our games this season in style in my new Jeep Gladiator from Princeton Jeep. My friends at Princeton Jeep gave me all-star treatment, and you can expect the same thing. Just mention I sent you, and they'll treat you like family. Princeton Jeep has tons of inventory and great deals on new vehicles. Visit Princeton Jeep at 1045 State Road in Princeton, New Jersey, or online at PrincetonJeeps.com and tell them Rick Brunson sent you.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good.
Now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks, guys. We've got the King and Queen of England in town right now over at Rockefeller Center. Definitely want to stay away from 5th and 6th Avenues. Lots of closures and frozen zones in the 40s. Going to affect you over at the inbound Lincoln right now, about 15 to 20 into the tolls. But once you're in the city, just gridlock getting through Midtown. Outbound side of the Lincoln will cost you 15 to 20. Outbound Hahn 10 to 15. Heaviest delays to the outbound George, Cross Bronx westbound, packed from White Plains Road through to underneath the apartments. Inbound George, just about 5 to 10 for the upper deck. Mets are home over at Citi Field. First pitch less than 2 hours away. Just a little bit sluggish at the Whitestone Bridge heading into Queens. This report is sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you're not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Visit mad.org. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Smalls here. If you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds can turn into sinus infections that last weeks, ruining your perfect vacation getaway. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and a pharmacy, it's stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy at home. It includes prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Pak to treat a wide range of illnesses. So if you wake up sick, at home, or on the road, you have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, and no pharmacy lines. Also, no copays. Match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor. Start meds sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs a medical emergency kit, so order yours online in minutes. It's shipped right to your door. Save $45 with my promo code SMALLS at urgentcarekit.com/smalls. That's promo code SMALLS at urgentcarekit.com/smalls. Prescription required. Always consult your doctor to determine if this product is right for you.
There are a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Lease a new 2026 Mazda CX-5, 2.5S all-wheel drive for $249 for 36 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for details. VIN T0102819. MSRP $33,675. Zero security deposit. Ends 4/30/26. You found an interesting nugget.
Yeah, a couple of notes here. Number one, NBC Sports PR put out that the Game 4 between the Celtics and Sixers, so not the one last night, okay, the one from Tuesday. They
probably don't have the numbers for last night.
The most watched game of the playoffs peaked at 7 million viewers. That's the game that Embiid made his comeback, right?
Right.
The Celtics won easy. Pritchard put on a show.
That was Saturday?
That was Tuesday.
That was Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
No.
Wait, no.
It was Saturday.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah.
It was on the weekend.
Let me get my head right.
That
was Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah, the Sunday night vehicle. I keep thinking today's Friday. I don't know why. And I'm here. Why would I be here if it was Friday?
And we're not even. It's Wednesday. I can understand that on Thursday.
I'm a mess, okay? All right?
You got a lot going on, and we're not even through round one.
I'm sorry.
I mean, a Nick run might kill out.
No.
Yeah, he may not make it.
No, I'm going to make it, baby. I'm built for this. The other thing is the Knicks put Josh Hart on the injured list.
Oh.
Listed as questionable. He has a lower back issue. Now, it's a lower back contusion. He had a hard fall late in the game, like it was like fourth quarter-ish, and left the game, never came back. His defense against McCollum, his defense overall, has been critical in these two wins. So you want to make sure he's right, and nothing is, even if, he's a type of guy that he's going to play, right? Mm-hmm. But if anything's hindering his ability to play as hard as he's played these last couple of games, always things you just got to,
Well, I already put the bet in, so.
Uh-oh.
They got to do what they got to do. Figure it out.
Yeah. We'll always figure it out.
What number did you get at? 2.5?
2.5.
And you dove right in. Don't want to wait.
I put in 550. So the amount left in my account would be an even 1,000 if it didn't hit. I just took 550.
Yeah, look at this.
Still not a bad day. Still not a bad run.
Keep in mind, I want everyone listening to know, unless you make a mistake and think I'm rich, this started with money that was in the account, a few $100, and has just been, and I'm just doubling down.
Mm-hmm.
Playing with the house's money a little bit.
It's funny money, right?
It's funny. Money finds money.
Oh no, well I bet responsibly. I'm telling you, every game that I've bet this week on the New York Knickerbockers, each one has been the biggest bet I've ever made. I don't bet big money. I only am betting numbers these high because I never had the money. Mm-hmm. The money's only been in the account. So I'm like,
and you know what I like about it too?
Let's
Just looking at social media, everybody just assumed you betting on them yesterday, you're going to be a mush, they were going to lose the game, and they weren't going away. So now maybe people finally respect your knowledge.
It was a laugher.
Or you're feeling it. You're feeling it?
I think in this case you're reading the room.
Mm-hmm.
If you paid attention to the start of the series, you're looking at the
adjustments. You're looking at what they can't hit, what the Hawks can't deal with.
You're looking at the overall plus minus of it all, and you're going, well, this is a better basketball team.
Yes.
This should get right.
Right.
This would be an epic failure if not. I mean, we have to be realistic.
Yeah.
This is a blow it up, lose the coach, trade the players. They lose to the Hawks in the first round. It's bad.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't happen.
Should not happen. Right.
But
you got to play the games.
No, but we're not doing that.
And you could always bet on your Penguins tonight.
Yeah,
what's game 7?
Where are we at with the Gwins right now?
The Gwins are down 3-2.
Okay.
Tonight.
But they won the last 2.
Still don't think anybody calls them that.
Nobody's ever called them. It's like the Lanch. The Lanch is not a thing. It's the
I've heard the Lanch.
Because there are people that walk around and don't know what they're talking about.
The Gwins I've always done as being as a goof.
Yeah, nobody's ever. You're the only one. It hasn't caught on.
The Gwins?
It caught on with me. I think it's funny.
Because you don't want to do back end, you want to do the front, right? Pens, abs.
Depends.
That's up for you to choose.
It's
Stephen A.
It's a choice.
Stephen A. was always the bottom feeder.
Oh, okay.
So he would go Lanch. He would go Gwins.
Perhaps. I don't think
he would go Ings instead of Kings.
I got to tell you, it's not just Stephen A. He was ahead of
Knicks.
He was ahead of the trend.
Don't feel bad, man. He made a living saying that on the air. I don't think he got dumped once.
He. By the way, I don't know if you paid attention. He says Stephen still says a lot on the air.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but that was something that was like it was almost like giving the call letters to the station.
It was his intro.
That was the time, huh?
It was like once an hour.
It was his intro.
Like he didn't want people to forget.
Yeah.
Well, probably served him well.
Little Yankee note from Meredith Marakovitz after the 3-0 loss. Jason Dominguez left today's game with a left elbow contusion.
Oh, not contusion.
He was examined by Rangers team physician Dr. Evan.
So he's good.
X-rays were taken and further imaging is required in New York.
Oh, no.
So it sounds to me like he's going on the IL.
Come on.
Now,
he's been here
Max
for 3
Schumann
minutes.
is up. He's 28 years old. He was the one that replaced Dominguez in the lineup when he left. I just have a question for you, Yankee guy. When do we see Spencer Jones? Like, let's say Dominguez goes on the IL.
Mm-hmm.
Are they going to call up Spencer Jones, or is it just not happening? He's going to be 25 years old in 2 weeks. Like, I guess he's just not a prospect. Right?
No, he actually is.
Well, I guess technically he is because he's in their system.
Yeah.
But 25 years old, doesn't get called up. That's interesting. That's
Well,
all
he does 2 things. He hits home runs and he strikes out.
So to give you a little bit of a tidbit here, Shelovs is in goal for Pittsburgh.
Okay.
He's in goal for the last 2 games. I know you're on a heater. Don't listen to me. I'm just making a suggestion. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just throwing out information analytically. You could ride the Penguins to force a Game 7. I don't know how the Flyers had a 3-0 series lead. This might be the reason.
Skinner.
I'm going to stay where I'm at.
Skinner.
I think that's the right call by Peter today.
To lay out?
Laying out?
I think that the Skinner magic, as we know, the Skinner magic does end up wearing off because he eventually does find his way back in.
She loves Skinner.
So I think that he's right to lay out today.
She loves Skinner.
We got Red Dawn. We've accomplished everything we needed to today.
Why is it so funny?
What is the line for that game as Don loses composure?
She loves
Skinner.
I bet it's Philly minus 1.5.
It is Philly minus 1.5. Penguins are plus 102 on the money line.
Not bad. Anthony, you ride with us. You ride or die with my Gwins tonight.
No, I ride or die when Skinner doesn't play. But
all right,
I
you don't find that funny?
No,
it's hilarious.
I think it's hysterical.
She loves Skinner.
Keep doing it. Keep doing it.
I have no love for either of these teams.
Neither.
But now I do.
I want a Game 7 so bad, so you just have another day of doing it.
Yep. And it could be there.
Loves Skinner.
It could all be right there for you.
I've never seen him lose.
Full red.
We've lost it. We've lost on.
She loves Skinner.
Why do you do this to him, man? Let him go. Let him take a breath. He's turning red.
Well, we have 4 minutes till we take a break.
We can't just keep doing this to him, though. Take your
Peter,
headset
this
off.
isn't a bet, all right? Just what's your gut? What's your gut telling you?
Yeah, what are you doing?
I don't love it tonight.
Okay, well then that.
I just because it would be amazing to see them force a Game 7, but you have to. It is rarefied air. Going down 3-0 and getting back to Game 7 is tough.
Only thing I love is plus a goal and a half. That's minus 250.
Yeah.
She-Lobs.
That's not getting you anywhere.
Skinner.
With She-Lobs or Skinner.
Where is 6? Where is it?
We're back in Philly.
Okay.
The 7 would
telling
be
you they're doing
7
it
in the glue.
Yeah, in the 7 in the glue, baby.
They're doing it, man.
7's in the glue if we get there.
Like the Gwyn in the glue.
You know what happens when the Gwyns are in the glue?
What other show would do this? I don't even think they're doing
I
this
can't
in
think of
Pittsburgh.
any.
No.
They're not even doing this in Pittsburgh.
No,
They don't even
They
know.
might have talked 3 hours about
have
this
no
game
fun.
and never made the connection between the two goalies and how funny their names are.
It's not even the sexiest game on the docket tonight.
Go ahead.
No, whenever the Lightning and the Canadians play.
You throw
it's
out the
watched
record
out.
books,
No,
Peter.
it's been a spectacular series. Spectacular series. But Skinner's been a thing with Anthony going back 3 years.
I know. It's all he ever talked
Yeah,
about.
I had the Oilers radio guy on, and I had to explain why I hate him.
Yeah, Jack. That's right. Jack Michael's on. He didn't get it either.
No.
He does now.
I was talking to Chico during one of the games where Skinner's like shutting down the Devils, and he's like, I'm like,
Skinner?
How is he doing this? Like Skinner's a goal. Like, because I'm starting to think now, like
Skinner?
Anthony, like why is Skinner making saves?
Skinner?
And then,
What are you doing?
And then Resch was like, well, he's gone to the finals back-to-back years. I was like, yeah, but he stinks.
Still stinks.
But how can he stink? He's been in the Stanley Cup final back-to-back years. That forced the game. He's not good.
She-Lobs. Skinner.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't know why.
I don't know why it's funny. It's just funny.
And She-Loves. Another one of the guys. You're like, how do you get She-Loves?
She-Loves.
You look at that, the way his name's spelled.
How could it be?
That is not the sexy. By the way, that's not. And this is basically game misconduct we've turned this segment into.
Yeah.
That's not the sexiest goalie matchup of all time.
No.
It's just there's something that just. It's kind of a quasi inside joke, but it's still very, very funny when you put those two names together. I don't know why. Oh God, that was good. That was fun. Let's go to Warren on Long Island. You're on ESPN New York. I apologize, Warren, but we're having fun.
How are you, Jim?
Hey.
So am I.
You're
I would just like to say I've been a Knicks fan since 1980.
Okay, good for you, man.
Okay.
Cool.
Channel 9, Louis Ball, Rory Sparrow.
There you go.
All right.
I'm a diehard Knicks fan. I met you, Mr. Hahn, at the pickleball bash. I took a picture with you.
Mm-hmm.
I was the charming black man in the Ranger jersey.
Yes.
Yes, that was me.
Mm-hmm.
I just like to tell everybody's floating on the Knicks. I love them. As soon as we get a couple of wins, it's orange and blue skies. But come tomorrow, the Knicks are going to do what they do best. They're going to lose tomorrow. They're going to win the series in 7, but they're definitely losing tomorrow. And everybody's going to be calling up, going crazy.
All right, why?
I love my Knicks.
Why?
But
What's going to happen?
Yeah, tell us why.
I don't know, the inconsistency. It just drives me crazy. It's just like they have the talent. They definitely play hard, but then all of a sudden, like their mind floats off, and then they just Dr.
Okay.
Jekyll, Mr. Hyde change into another
So you're
team.
basing this off
But
of
remember,
you're basing this off of just
excuse me?
You're basing this off of your trust factor. You just don't trust them.
Yeah. It's more of a you thing because they've won 2 in a
the
row.
history of the team, even though a lot
Yeah.
of these guys did not play on any of those teams from any other years, the history of the team does have this playoff frustration of anytime things are going well, then there's always like that one bad game, or Reggie Miller happens, or things like, or Tyrese Halliburton happens, right? Like Jimmy Butler
It
happens.
seems like they always.
Well, wait a minute.
It seems like they always have to do things the hard way.
No, I get it.
Excruciating,
I
yes.
get it. But you know what? They've made it out of the first round 3 consecutive years. I understand it's a thing. But after winning 2 in a row in blowout fashion, I don't think it's a thing anymore. But we'll see. It'll be an interesting show Friday if all of a sudden we're even at 3 games apiece. Seth and Whitestone, you're on ESPN New York.
Sheila! Skinner!
Stuck in your head forever. It's going to be stuck in your head
I love it.
forever.
That's all he wanted to say. I'm glad somebody else is
He
getting
hung
it.
up?
Oh, he hung up.
He just hung up.
Yeah,
That's all he
fun
wanted
with
to do.
She-Lobs. Skinner.
He's probably laughing as he's listening too. How are you not? And imagine if you we're doing the 420, and then listening to this. You'd be on the floor.
You guys know.
You don't even know why you're laughing. It's just funny.
1-800-919-3776. ENN at 6, Mets at 6:30 on ESPN New York.
The Knicks.
Tonight in Game 5, they take a 3-2 series lead in the opening round with a 29-point win over the Atlanta Hawks.
The Hawks.
Their mindset was to come out and try to bully us and be physical, and they did that.
The NBA playoffs.
The toughest game to win is the one that ends someone's season, so we got to be super disciplined. We got to execute at the highest level.
Game 6 coverage gets underway tomorrow night at 6 on 880 and the ESPN New York app.
No matter your age or career stage, SUNY Canton delivers education at the speed of life. With flexible, fully online degree programs, you can earn your credential on your schedule. Ready to get started? Apply now for a summer start in high-demand programs like applied psychology, cybersecurity, healthcare management, and more. Our admissions team is ready to help you review transfer credits, explore degree options, choose courses, and navigate every step of enrollment. Email admissions@canton.edu today or visit canton.edu to learn more.
Attention, New York Verizon mobile customers. Score a massive win with award-winning Fios home internet for an incredible $20 a month, guaranteed for 3 years. Switch today for savings you can count on. Call 1-800-VERIZON now. For new Fios customers with autopay, mobile and home, and bonus discount. Enrollment required. 3-year price guarantee applies to the Fios base monthly rate only. Additional terms apply.
If you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds linger and can turn into sinus infections that last for weeks. Getting sick right now before vacation can derail everything. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and pharmacy is stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having urgent care and a pharmacy right at home. It includes essential prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Pak to treat a wide range of common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick at home or on the road, you already have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no pharmacy lines, no copays. Just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. Start on your meds sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. And save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. That's promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
Less than 4 in 10 kids aged 6 through 12 are playing sports regularly. 4 in 10 kids? Let it sink in. Just 4 in 10 kids. ESPN is building a nationwide coalition powered by Disney called Take Back Sports, with the purpose of training more coaches, expanding access, and creating community-driven sports programming that puts kids and fun first. We're working on that story. We hope you'll join us.
Visit takebacksports.org to learn more.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
The Knicks are in the playoffs and working toward their ultimate goal.
The 2025 NBA Cup champions, your New York Knicks.
Will this be the year the Knicks punch their ticket to the NBA Finals?
The Knicks have much bigger goals at the end of the year. Step back three with 5 seconds. He got it! Jalen Brunson steps back and puts the Knicks in front.
Thanks to all our New York Knicks partners this season, including ZipRecruiter, Amazon Hub Delivery, Princeton Jeep, and Food Bazaar on ESPN New York.
Join Bart, Scott, and Chris Carlin for the ultimate Knicks watch party as the Knicks take on the Hawks on Thursday. The guys are taking over Calandra's Italian Village in Caldwell, New Jersey with $5 margaritas, half-price wings, and giveaways all night long. Tip-off energy, playoff intensity, and the loudest Knick crowd outside of the Garden. Game 6, Knicks, Hawks. Be there. Brought to you by Calandra's Italian Village in Caldwell, New Jersey. You know him? He irritated Alan earlier today. Harry Douglas joins us here on Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. Welcome to the show.
Guys, it is a pleasure to be able to join you on this fantastic Wednesday. See, we have Groovathon Wednesdays on Freddie and Harry, so I'm just going to bring Groovathon Wednesdays over to your show. Hahn, you're my guy. Don, you're my guy now. Peter, love watching and everything that you do. You can be my guy as well. 3 for 3, baby.
I love it. I'm down.
I just think it's great that we were able to call you since your phone's not working, apparently. So it's good that we were able to at least reach you. Your phone was working great over the last week, but it's weird, Harry, like how all of a sudden I stopped hearing from you, and I was wondering why.
Yeah, why is it?
Now, Anthony will be the guy that can confirm this. I actually called him. I called you guys.
Oh.
Now, what I try to explain to Hahn, y'all, this is how this works. If I'm rooting for my team and my team wins, yes, Hahn, I'm going to text you. I'm going to call you. If my team lose, in the history of talking trash, I've never seen anyone when their team lose. Let me be the first person to hit up Hahn this morning so he can talk crazy to me. I don't think it works like that, Hahn.
No.
On top of, I have a ton of things going on. When New York won the first game, I was in Hong Kong. The last thing I was worried about was anything going on in the United States.
Sure.
Now, when my Atlanta Hawks lost game 4 and 5, and that beatdown that transpired, what I've been staying close to is my Bible, y'all, because I've been praying. I've been hoping that things can be different in game 6 down here in the ATL.
Well, you know what would help?
Prayer is helpful.
If more Hawks fans came in the building. Like, that would help, too. You can't ask Knick fans to help. I mean, Knick fans are helping you sell out a building for the playoffs, man.
Oh,
like, that's tough.
You know why that is, right?
Why is that?
All those Knicks fans, they got tired of living up there in high-priced New York where it gets too cold at times. They got sick of the snow. They got sick of things being too busy up there. They wanted to come down and get their bang for their buck. So all of them migrated here to Atlanta to live down here. Now traffic, I got to wait in 2 hours instead of an hour because all the Knicks fans want to come down here and live. I'm trying to send them back up to New York. Get the hell out of here. Make our lives easier.
Well, it'll all be over soon, so don't worry about it.
See?
Oh.
Wait, Harry, all right, and now just because we have you and why not, because I know you watch them closely, what is your biggest concern about the Hawks over these last 2 games and in this series? What is the thing that makes you worry the most now of what you've seen in these last couple of games?
Well, first is the lack of physicality in games 4 and 5. It just wasn't there. The intensity, the urgency was not there, especially when you go up 2-1 in a series versus a team who came into the season as contenders. You have to understand and know that their intensity in that game 4 is going to be at an all-time high. I think also the inability to slow down Karl Anthony Towns. And I love that the offense now is being ran through Cat because he has the mismatch. Okongwu was too thin. You're trying to put Kuminga on him, too thin. Jalen Johnson, too thin. But then thirdly, Hahn, I would say this. The ball pressure and the defense has really stepped up at an all-time high, in my opinion, for New York, making life a living hell for every Atlanta offensive player in the half-court set. If Atlanta can't get out in transition, it's going to be a nightmare for us.
Talking to Harry Douglas, he's got a show on the network right now. I don't even know how he's doing this interview. He's a former Falcon and Titan. So I understand why you're a Hawks fan, because you spent a lot of time in Atlanta when you were with the Falcons, but you're born in Tampa, grew up in Georgia, went to Louisville. How did you become a Bruins fan?
All right, so May 3rd, 2014, I have a lot of friends that live up in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. So I went up there to visit my friends and just get away from everything. They took me to my first hockey game, and that was playoff hockey. So it was Boston versus Montreal, which is a big rivalry between the two teams. Well, the Bruins were down 3-1 in the third period and came back and won and scored 4 goals and won 5-3. Man, I took a picture in front of the Bobby Orr statue. I immediately bought a Patrice Bergeron jersey. I drunk at every damn bar you can imagine, and I instantly was locked in and became a Boston Bruins fan. So the jersey I'm wearing today is Pasternak. I have his jersey. I have Bergeron. I have a Geeky jersey, and I have a Brad Marchand, even though Marchand is in Florida now.
Wow.
All right. So we have a thing on Fridays, Harry, where it's like Fraud Fridays.
Fraud Alert Friday.
Yeah, and Don is the judge, and Don decides whether you are a real fan or a fraud fan based off of the story. And sometimes fans like to root for two teams and say, well, but I like this team too, and whatnot. So I think, it's Wednesday. I've already lost track of days. So can we do a little Fraud Alert Wednesday? And Don, you heard this backstory.
Yeah.
Is this do you approve this, or is there fraudulence at all here?
I don't have my gavel, but I will tell you, based on the information that's been presented to me, Harry, you are not a fraud.
Wow.
Because you didn't root for hockey before that, right? I mean, you fell in love with the Boston Bruins, and you're sticking with them, right?
Oh, through and through.
There you
Even
go.
though they're down 3-2 right now, we didn't do too well last year, but it's okay, man. I never gave up on my hockey team. I never will. And then when I lived in Nashville, y'all, that's when the Predators went to the Stanley Cup final.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a chance to go to a lot of their games and just, see hockey from another dimension. People love it on TV. TV doesn't do it justice. You got to go in person.
Everybody says that. Damian Woody, D. Wood, he became an Islanders fan all the same way. Like, he went to a game, he was near the glass, and he said it blew his mind. And now, like, he goes whenever he can. He loves watching them. His kids are into it. And it's all because seeing it live, it's just different.
No, I agree. And so my son's been asking to go. My son likes to do everything, and he sits there and watch hockey with me as well. So I'm hoping the Bruins can extend this series and they can move on to the second round. So I have an opportunity to take my son to a playoff game because I know he's going to be jacked and excited about it.
Well, you're going to be very, you have a lot of time on your hands once, of course, after tomorrow. Like, you really have no other time. You'll have tons of time to watch hockey.
Do you know all the things I do work-wise? I never have time on my hands.
Well, I will tell you this.
But every 2 days, you'll have an extra evening free.
Well, yeah. It'll be all, again, Thursday, just basketball will be over. But I've always felt, and I still believe Peter does the best live reads, but the recorded reads you do, especially for 5 Hour Energy, epic, Harry.
Yeah.
There's real talent.
Thank y'all. And if any of you guys need, an extra little boost, or if you have friends that are trying to get the weekend, Love Friday is big on our show. Hey, tell her that 5 Hour Energy, it takes them to another level.
All right. Well, listen,
he's good. He's good.
Freddie Coleman wants to know what happened to you, so you should better get back to work.
Yeah, I'll see you guys.
All right.
Appreciate you.
He's in mid-show.
Doogie.
It's very strong.
He's great.
The guy's really good. And Alan obviously prefers him to both of us, so maybe that's what he can set up for in his next contract.
What's that?
Instead of Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. Yeah.
There'll be Harry and Hahn.
Well, Hahn, Harry, and Freddie.
They might let Freddie go. Freddie will replace Allen.
Oh.
So it'll be
Freddie got fingered.
Don, Freddie, and Rosenberg.
Wait. Don, he's still jumping ahead of me. I don't even worry.
Don, Rosenberg, and Freddie. I don't know.
None of it's great.
Listen,
we're going to have to work it out.
For all we know, it might become the Freddie Coleman show.
That's right.
You know what? Why don't we just keep it where it is? Because Harry and I are friends this way. Working together, we'd probably end up killing each other. He loves to talk trash, man. Like, he loves it.
Don seemed pretty close to being done with you today also, though. So.
Pretty close, but not.
Well, I can understand Freddie being upset. He lost. Obviously, Harry lost.
I
left
didn't
the
call
room.
into their show.
They're on the air.
Yeah.
Right now, Anthony, they're on the air right now.
What's Freddie saying?
Around the country.
Last I checked, that's the bottom of their hour. So, yeah, I think Freddie took that one solo, I would imagine.
Freddie just went solo.
Well, we appreciate it. We take on all comers, especially ENNs coming up next.
Yeah.
Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
Want to earn extra revenue for your business? Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for local business owners to assist with deliveries. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. With each package delivered, you'll gain extra revenue and exposure for your business. Plus, Amazon Hub Delivery makes it easy to get started. There's no upfront cost, delivery experience, or long-term contracts required. Sign up to learn more at Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
There are a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Lease a new 2026 Mazda CX-5 2.5S all-wheel drive for $249 for 36 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for details. VIN T0102819. MSRP $33,675. Zero security deposit. Ends 4/30/26.
Hey Yankees fans, come out to Yankee Stadium on Saturday, May 2nd for the Yankees annual Star Wars Day. Enjoy special appearances by some of your favorite Star Wars characters. And the first 18,000 guests in attendance will receive a max-free Mandalorian bobblehead. Get your tickets now for Saturday, May 2nd, Star Wars Day at Yankee Stadium. For tickets, visit yankees.com/tickets. And may the Force be with you.
Now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks a million, guys. I hope you have an amazing rest of the night. We've got the Mets home over at Citi Field. First pitch just a little over an hour away. Best ride into Queens. Whitestone Bridge just a little bit sluggish across the span. Grand Central eastbound. Some heavy pockets of slowdowns heading over to the stadium and Northern Boulevard. Backed up onto the Bronx and Manhattan legs of the Triborough Bridge. Royals still in town. They're over in Midtown. Your best bet, stick with mass transit. Lots of closures and frozen zones over in the 40s on 5th and 6th Avenue. They're going to be heading over to Columbus Circle later on, so that's something to keep in mind. Inbound Georgia, about 10 to 15 for the upper deck. Best of it's the outbound side, southbound Deegan and Henry Hudson. Cross Bronx westbound, bumper to bumper from the Bronx River Parkway. Outbound Lincoln Orany about 15 to 20. Outbound Helen 10 to 15. Heavy ride on Route 4 eastbound in Jersey. A crash being picked up over by Queen Anne Road in Teaneck. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
If you're trying to save money but still eat well, just go to Wild Fork Foods and thank me later. You get pork tenderloin for $2.50 a pound, ground turkey for $3 a pound, ground chorizo for only $4 a pound. Those are everyday staples at serious value, and it's all blast frozen, so you're not sacrificing quality. Plus, they've got over 450 options, 7 locations, or same-day delivery at wildforkfoods.com. Go check out Wild Fork Foods.
When you tell someone what team you cheer for, do they apologize? Does your first childhood memory involve crying on a Jumbotron? Then you may be a fan of a BST or bad sports team. Luckily, when you bundle your home and auto insurance with Progressive, you're protected from things like fire damage caused by violently unplugging the TV. Or an accidental overhand left to the drywall. Visit Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Covered subject to policy terms. Not available in all states or situations.
Evan Cohen here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app, share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required, not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station. This is an ENN Special Report. Now reporting...
The very handsome Jewish man, Peter Rosenberg.
We should talk some sports. Do what you want. It's ENN.
Hi. Hi, how's everyone doing?
Good, and yourself?
I'm great. Welcome to ENN.
Ray Rowe.
You ever watch YouTube?
ENN tonight? It's brought to you by our friends over at Fanatics Fest NYC. Before I say anything, I'd like to say good evening to...
She loves Skinner.
Of course. Oh, that's great.
And good evening to Don and Alan.
And Alan's quiet, so I'm assuming he's out.
I'm not out. I'm trash-talking Harry Douglas right now. This is very important.
More important than my list.
It was to me at the time.
Yeah, and that's why it'll never be the same.
It'll be the same.
And I'd like to say good evening to Don.
I'm done. I'm not even going to look at him.
It literally, if those who might have missed it, literally turned his back on me. He's never done that to me.
Good evening to, well, you know what? Let me stay there for a second.
Yeah. She loves Skinner.
So Freddie and Harry were talking about this all during their show.
Right. They were.
Here's Harry Douglas talking about Alan texting him.
Oh my gosh. All right, so folks, let me tell y'all this. Alan Hahn is one of my favorite human beings in the world.
Wow.
We've worked a lot together in the past, and just an outstanding human being altogether. But me and Hahn had a bet before this series started. If the New York Knicks won, I would owe him a dinner in New York. If the Atlanta Hawks won, then Hahn would owe me a dinner. He's also connected to my brother, always treated me with the utmost respect. Now, Hahn, here's the difference between me and you during our shows and texting. You are texting during your show. Mm-hmm. I have too much respect for Freddie Coleman and Shannon Penn and E-Dog and our listeners and our viewers to be texting while I'm actually on the show. The time that I am texting you is during our commercial breaks. So, Hahn, you got to have more respect for your co-hosts than to be texting and not paying attention during the show.
Well, this didn't age well. It didn't age well for Alan.
Then it sounds like Harry left his show to call us. But
yeah, what are we
don't know.
about?
They might have had a tape segment.
What are we talking about?
I don't know what goes on over there.
Or maybe they were preempted. We don't know. We don't know anything.
That's right.
I apologize, but in that moment, coming out of it, we were coming out of a break.
Hold on, Alan. We'll get to you. No. I'll put that on pause. Freddie and Harry were not done. They're
they had more.
Disappointed in Alan.
Now, normally I don't want to go against my fellow New York Knicks fan brother. That is Alan Hahn. But, Brother Hahn, respect the game a little bit more. Multitask if you have to. The art form that we're blessed to be a part of when it comes to sports talk radio and having our show streamed on ESPN+, you got to respect the game. Respect the hustle. The hustle demands it. The hustle understands it. Alan Hahn, don't be that guy.
No.
On Wednesday?
Now, I guarantee you the counter from Alan Hahn will be, when I focus on something, I want to make sure that it has my full focus. I don't want to be trying to serve two masters at once, which means, Alan Hahn, you have not figured out that game. You can do that. You can multitask.
You just have to know how to do it, Hahn.
Exactly.
But I am disappointed that you kicked Don and Rosenberg to the side.
I know.
To answer text messages from me.
Don
I would have thought they would be more important to you than me.
Wow, this could not have gone better.
Oh, in fact, if I'm Alan, I might just wait till 6:25 and get out of here. You know what I mean? Where do you go from here?
All right. I was going to let this go.
All right, here we
go.
go.
But now I'm really disappointed in both of you.
He's
this is what he's trying to do. This is
the deflection.
Yeah.
No, this is obvious.
All right.
Are we boys or are we not boys?
Go ahead.
This guy's coming at me.
Yeah.
Right? What am I supposed to do? Stand? I've got a show to do. We're broadcasting right now. You were just doing she-loves and giggling for 20 minutes. Give me a break.
I was doing my list.
This guy's trash talking me.
Well, listen,
and
if
we're
that's more
coming
important than my list that I worked all day on.
I'm answering him, and
But he made the point. That they made the point. Freddie made the point.
What?
The problem is Alan wasn't able to do both. I've orchestrated an entire divorce in the middle of a segment on the show. You either can do it or you can't.
Well, look, you're skilled. I'm not.
You
think
Alan? Don, I've seen Michael go and the outside pair. Taking the left field as he's texting me.
Yeah, I know.
But Alan, you fell apart.
Okay.
You said, Don, I got to lay out and talk to Harry.
Or you could have faked it like Michael after my list. Just go, oh, interesting.
It's been right. Interesting, and then move on. Yeah. No, I've been exposed.
Interesting.
Right? I'm on radio for one thing: the looks. There's nothing else going on here. That's all I got.
The honesty.
Yeah. That's all I got.
That's where you go when you got the looks.
What else I got?
Well, it's televised radio.
You know, that's it. I know it.
You did the best you could.
Why again?
Yeah, stop beating. Now I'm feeling bad. You know what? No. I'm on your side now, Al.
The guy's coming at me. He's arguing with me, sending me texts. All of a sudden, all I did was sent him a cricket emoji during the commercial break because we saw him doing a spot on SportsCenter.
Right.
That's where we saw the Bruins jersey and we were wondering where that
I thought.
And by the way, you're really to blame, Don, because you went, why is he a Bruins
I wouldn't
fan?
even known he was there. And they reminded me, I haven't heard from Harry since Game 3.
Harry.
When he wouldn't shut up, he was like spamming my phone. So that's when I sent the cricket emoji, and then he starts going. And we came out of break, and I'm in the middle of sending him a message, and you're like trying to come up with Alfred Hitchcock movies. And off the top of my head, I'm like, I got to think of this for a minute, but I got to finish this text so I can fire back.
You sent the cricket emoji. That was to drop the mic.
No, then he started saying stuff.
Give me an example. You want to win me back over. Give me an example.
You got to tell him something.
Couldn't wait till after my list.
You know what, Don?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
It shouldn't matter.
Yeah.
You know, when I come in and I say, hey, listen.
Shouldn't matter.
Grab a shovel, get in the car, don't ask questions. You're supposed to say,
where we go. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, and I point back to you. It's list time. We're in the car. We got the shovel. Let's go. No, I got one more text. I'm talking smack with Harry Douglas.
That's a great point. Now, Don's retort
I'm sorry.
is strong.
The list is your personal thing. This is a beef.
Yeah,
you got my
all
back,
part of the
or you
show.
got Harry's back. Now you're on Harry's side.
Well,
now I know. Now I know.
I'm not taking sides with Harry. I'm just not taking sides with you.
Foxhole of one.
Well, listen,
I understand.
You learned.
You brought the
On
grenade
my
in
own.
the foxhole.
I'm on my own. I got it. Now I know where I stand.
Let's just take the L. Damn it.
No. Look, I already told you.
He's not an L taker.
I just.
All right, I want you guys
can't multitask. I'm not skilled.
Take a second, both of you, and breathe. I'd like to say good evening to Don.
The only reason I didn't because I'd be too aroused, and we were on yes. And I didn't want him to see how aroused I'd be by throwing him right through the friggin' wall.
And to Don. And to Alan.
No, your nose is right up there. It was.
Who was that about?
You.
With who? Don?
Yeah, you jumped right next to him.
I'm rarely get to
That's
be on
right,
anyone's
Don.
side.
Tell him, Don. I'm on your side, Don.
I enjoyed it. It's always against me. Look, just yesterday with poor Monty Coleman, I was getting attacked. Every once in a while, I get to jump in.
That actually was really funny.
Good evening to myself.
That was good.
With the Psycho?
Psycho.
That was really me.
You know what that was
Garth.
contributing to a list. That scene.
But isn't it Garth? Isn't it Garth who does it in Wayne's World?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Told you guys off the air. I don't think it was on the air. But I was I was happy yesterday because Mike Wilbon was in the suite.
Mm-hmm.
And I've met Wilbon a couple of times before, always in a quick moment. But he was, he was there for a whole half. He was chilling out. He had a hit before the game and halftime or whatever. So he's just hanging out, having a snack. And a friend, a colleague of ours, Dominique, who works at ESPN. I was like, hey, Dominique, will you reintroduce me to Mike Wilbon? I want to say hello. She does. She's lovely. And he feigned remembering me. I'm sure he didn't. He's a legend. Oh, listen, I'm a yo-yo. He's a legend.
He might have remembered you.
But he may have. But we started to. I just got some real time with him to talk about growing up in DC and how important Wilbon was to sports fans in DC.
Yeah.
Now you guys will be pleased to know. I asked him a little bit. We got into a very deep sports conversation. He met Natalie. I posted a picture if you want to see it on the Instagram. It's on the ESPN New York Instagram as well.
Mm-hmm.
And he met Natalie. We're talking about sports fanship and how Maya is going to be a Commanders fan, but don't worry, Natalie's not letting her be a Celtics fan, having that whole talk. So I said to him, I said, when did you get to D.C.? 1980 is when Wilbon got to D.C.
Wow.
He was there for the entire Redskin run, all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Told me he just had dinner 2 weeks ago with Darryl Green and his wife. Stereo.
Yeah,
I like that.
Obviously he was very close with Ewing, covered him at Georgetown.
Right.
But I said, so tell me, all these years, do you root for us at all? Like, is there any affinity for Washington teams?
What'd he say?
None whatsoever.
No, he's a Chicago guy.
And no, but he's not a fraud like me.
Oh, I see.
Because he is in D.C. what I will be in New York. I'm halfway there. He's been there for 40-some years. His son goes to Gonzaga. It goes to high school there in D.C. Everything is D.C.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I love the people I've covered. There's closeness there with players, coaches, etc.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But no, he just has not left Chicago at all.
Right.
Kept an apartment in Chicago, told me. And now, without doing any work whatsoever, Wilbon goes to Bears games on Sunday, just as a fan. But he's kept it that real.
I got to be honest.
Very impressed.
If like I ever, like let's say career-wise, moved to L.A., that's it, New York. Like it wouldn't change.
Well, now you're so far. But think about how much younger he was when he left.
I mean, early in my career. I was not going to make it at Newsday. 4 years I was a part-timer. So I'm applying jobs all over the country. I had a job offer just before they gave me one. But like if I had, let's say, my career path took me somewhere else in the country, I wouldn't have just absorbed the local thing. If I'm covering that stuff, it would have actually made it easier because you don't have that fan feel. So you're covering it black and white, right? You're just covering it straight up with your personal opinion and feeling, and it's different. So you'd never, because of that, though, I'm saying, Peter, you'd never have that affinity because you don't have the history. When I was a kid, I used to be a fan.
But Wilbon, and I can't recall his entire career. I was a bit young. In the time in which I know and remember, it's not like he was a beat writer. He was a columnist. I know. So, but he did cover them. Yeah, he's still seriously covering them.
But I'm saying
in the locker room,
with the history though, like the background you have as I was a fan. You can split it when you become it. Like when I covered the Islanders, like I covered the team. I wasn't a fan. I would cover the team, but the feeling was different because you just had a connection, a feeling. There was something extra. That doesn't exist because you go somewhere else and you're covering, Kansas City Royals. There's no history there. There's no past, so I'm covering it for what I know, and that's it.
But what I'm trying to say is my situation feels, well, although nothing's changed with the team that I truly love, the Commanders.
It's really your only team.
But with the other teams that are not, the affiliation's there, but it's not as connected to my childhood.
Yeah, but Washington is your team.
That's my team.
Yeah.
So
I guess football, right. but I guess nobody's talking about covering. If you, at 30, move to L.A.
right,
and to do a talk show like Peter did, you're not covering the Lakers. You're not covering the Kings. You're not covering the Clippers.
No, you're just talking.
You're just talking about them. You don't think there's a possibility after talking about them for years and years and going to games,
you're at the games,
choosing clients,
and then you marry someone who's rooting for them, and
might have
it starts to like
a warm spot for them after years.
Although Wilbon married a Stone Ridge girl from D.C. She's a Commanders fan.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, and he told me this. I don't think I'm speaking out of school. I imagine he'd say all this. They had season tickets to the Commanders for years and years and years. Eventually, when they stopped going, he was like, "Hey, can we get rid of these? Because I'm not going. I got no interest. These are for you." But everyone's different, and I give him credit for staying as stalwart with Chicago as he did. He's an interesting guy in that there aren't that many people, list for down the line, who are so synonymous with two places. Wilbon is simultaneously incredibly DC and incredibly Chicago. And, of course, national because PTI is,
of course,
like the biggest sports show in history.
Yeah.
But what a guy. What a
gem.
You'd expect it from what he's like on TV.
Yeah. That's how he's like in real life.
For the record, both of those guys give you exactly what they give you on
Tony?
TV. Oh, Tony's prickly and kind of like he is on TV. And Wilbon is a teddy bear like he is on TV.
Yeah, he's great to talk to. And you just feel like every time he talks about something sports related, it's almost like he's like flipping through the pages of a history book as he's talking. Yeah, it's wild.
And not to mention his relationships because, again, he's not a beat writer. He's a columnist. His relationships he's made over the years.
You talk about drop when he just casually goes like, well, I was talking to Jordan about this.
No, I brought it up. When you're close with Jordan, right? And he was like, yeah, I played golf with him 2 weeks ago. I look at my wife like,
yeah,
that's my guy.
Okay. Yeah.
Good God, man. Talking about the Blackhawks. He's like, well, yeah, I'm very close with Patrick Kane. But it's everybody. It's every big Chicago. I mean, who would he not be close with? Anyways.
It feels
let me
like
just close
that's
this out
over
with
now. Don't you feel like that's over now? That there won't, in real time, there would be a columnist around now that would build relationships with the star athletes. Well, like right now, you got Mike Lupica, who's as good as it gets, right? But if Mike Lupica retired and somebody replaced Mike Lupica and covered all the sports, would he be as friendly?
Well, but keep in mind, Wilbon is from an era,
right,
where you didn't have to rage bait and troll to get attention. So you could have relationships because Wilbon managed to be a brilliant columnist while not writing horrible things about players. He was able to write stories about.
That's why when you did,
it's meaningful.
It meant something.
But it wasn't personal. It was criticism of the sport.
That's all it really was. It was my dream job. Like I was
guys like that made you
college. Lupica and all those guys. Like that's literally what Mark Kriegel. Like that, I grew up reading those guys and saying that's the job you want to have because you did have the personal relationships with the coaches and the owners and it's all that stuff, and you just kind of wrote about it and what you knew and what you saw. That to me was the essence of journalism back in the day. It just doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah,
it's the clickbait stuff. You're right, but there isn't an athlete now that feels like I got to be chummy with the columnist. I got to win him over so I can win over the fans. Yeah. They don't even know you exist.
More importantly, the coaches. Usually, it was like a coach, the manager. Like those were the ones that you know, because you knew you could just kind of lean against the wall and he'd come around the corner, and then you just kind of have off-the-record conversations, and it just gives you an idea of what's happening. So you don't have to quote anybody, because in columns you don't have to quote them.
If you were a star athlete in New York, you didn't want to make enemies with Mike Lupica.
No.
That was going to make your job harder to do.
Now, speaking of writers and stories and Jordan, Michael Jordan talked to Dave McMenamin of ESPN and said a lot of interesting things in a wide-ranging series of interviews conducted throughout the season, including when talking about Michael Jordan. He said, quote, "I hope I made him proud at least wearing that number 23.
That's LeBron saying this.
This is LeBron James talking about that. Sorry.
Yes.
Thank you. Pronouns, pal. Yeah, that's LeBron James talking about Michael Jordan. He went on to say, I never have compared myself to MJ because our games are totally different. I've been a point forward / forward my whole life. I've always looked for the pass. MJ kind of looked for the shot. Not kind of, he did. He looked for the shot. There are a lot of things where I would say my game is a lot different and a little better than his. But, he was bleeping great. We're both great. We're both great basketball players. He doesn't mean to, I don't really feel like he means to do it, but he sometimes finds a way that I just always go, he didn't need that one line.
Well, listen, he thinks he's better than Jordan. Now, he's right. They're different.
There's things he does better than me, but there's things I do better than him.
Right. But he's trying to, in the nicest way possible, say, I still think I'm better.
There are a lot of things that MJ did better than I do. And I think there's some things I do better than him. That's just how the game goes. There are a lot of things that I can say in particular. You already know this conversation is going to be interpreted by people, misinterpreted by people. Is it misinterpreted? I mean, it's interpreted. You're saying it.
He's dealt with this his whole life, and I think Michael has handled it, to me, better because he, doesn't feel he has to talk about it. But LeBron, at least here, is opening up by admitting that it does consume him. And it does. And he reached a point in life where he just stopped caring. But there was a time it did consume him, and it mattered. Speaking of Wilbon, he told the story talking to Jordan about LeBron, early in LeBron's career, something was going on, and that Jordan reached out to him and said, hey, be easy on the kid. When he took his jersey off last year, the last year he played for the Cavs before he went to free agency, they lost to the Celtics. He walked off the court, took his jersey off. Everybody thought that was symbolic. I'm leaving. I'm out of here. And that's when Jordan told Wilbon, like, take it easy on him. He's got a lot. He's dealing with a lot, and gave him the advice of don't come down too hard on the kid.
I never thought I could be him, but I dreamed of the opportunity to live in the shoes that he lived in, LeBron said. I dreamed of being able to be in a big game and hit a game winner as the clock went down. I dreamed of having my own sneaker. I dreamed of flying through the air like him. I dreamed of people screaming my name. Everything he did, I needed inspiration from certain people in music and sports during my upbringing. I needed that.
Okay. Well,
it's always going to be more on LeBron because that's the comparison, right? Since he became great, he's being compared to Jordan.
Right. The next one.
Jordan didn't have to really worry about that.
Because Jordan never was tapped as that. He wasn't a number one overall pick.
Right.
He just became it organically.
And there was no real competition. Like, who are you going to say?
No one said Jordan was the next one. Right?
But he just became the guy.
He just emerged it just started to happen. And then you just, in a blink of an eye, it went from this guy just dropped 63 on the Celtics in a playoff game to this guy's shoe is like the most popular thing in the league to this guy just changed the whole league. Right?
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll tell you, they'll share one thing in common. When they're gone, there's going to be an adjustment period.
Oh,
when
league's
Jordan left, it adjusted, and when LeBron leaves, there's going to be an adjustment period.
And they're really going to miss LeBron James. Yeah.
Well, the NCAA
has
initiated the final steps to expand the men's and women's basketball tournament to 76 teams.
More, please.
Uh-oh, he's back.
So true, though.
Who is it again?
I don't know if I named him.
No, Oliver Twist?
It was Oliver Twist, yeah. It's Oliver Twist. Donover Twist.
Donover Twist, yeah.
More, please. Can I have some more gruel?
Got some more gruel, please.
And by the way, I got news for you. 12 more teams?
Yeah.
That's gruel. It's going to be basketball gruel. I don't need it.
when Ramapo College is playing on that Tuesday, you're going to know. Yeah, maybe we went a little too far.
Can I have some more gruel, please?
They're going to expand to the point where they're going to be like having to add schools. Like high school teams are going to be playing. We expanded to the point where there's not as many college.
Everybody's in now.
Everybody's in.
You know what? We're just going to let everybody play for the championship.
You get a bid.
Because what they're trying to do, Peter, I think, is they're trying too
hard, bro.
What they have on Thursday and Friday, at the beginning of the tournament, they want on Tuesday, Wednesday. They want to own the whole week.
So they want you on Tuesday, Wednesday. They want you to sit at home. You can't do that. What do you think people are going to take off from work?
No, but I think they like the buzz.
Get vasectomies?
Of, people
on a Monday instead of a.
People are at their desk and they're looking at their brackets. There is something special about that Thursday, Friday, right?
It's glorious.
Now they want it on Tuesday, Wednesday. And then eventually they're going to want it on Sunday, Monday.
I don't know how you do it. How do you possibly do it? Where you're playing, you remember, Tuesday, the game starts at 12:30 on a Tuesday. Mm-hmm. On a Thursday, I mean. Those Tuesday, Wednesday play-ins, they're at night.
Yeah, not anymore, buddy.
How are you going to play all those games?
They'll do it.
During the day, 12:30, middle of the day.
Middle of the day.
It's going to be weird.
And it also now feels cheap.
Oh, yeah.
Saying you made the tournament? No, you didn't.
Yeah, we made the 76. And also the number just sucks. Like 64 was the thing.
Yep.
When they went to 68, I already hated it.
Right.
7, 8. But that's the thing. It's like changing the NFL schedule to 17. Once you get off that thing that's classic, 16 games, 64 teams. Once you move it, keep going.
Yeah,
no one cares.
What's the difference?
That'll do it for ENN, brought to you by Fanatics Fest NYC. Fanatics Fest returns to the Javits Center July 16th to the 19th. All your favorite stars, Knicks, Yankees, WWE superstars, and more at the world's largest sports fan festival. Tickets available, fanaticsfest.com.
Now, tomorrow, 3 o'clock, we're going to be app and YouTube only to start because the Mets have an afternoon game against the Nationals if it doesn't get rained out. And then eventually we'll be joined on 880, and we'll get you set up for Game 6 from Atlanta. Knicks and the Hawks. Recap what the Mets did tonight. Preview what the Yankees have coming up this weekend. Should be a lot of fun starting at 3 o'clock tomorrow.
Yes, sir. And I apologize to both of you.
And I forgive you.
I'm sorry for that.
I love you all.
Love you all.
Don Hahn Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
The Knicks.
Tonight in Game 5, they take a 3-2 series lead in the opening round.